Stepping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood in my tongue. Creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got cold. Behold, frostbite, they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night.
Fuck game.
Look at Naomi's lips. The lips of an angel. Look at Naomi and Sasha. Everybody wants to talk about where they're going, if they're fired or hired, if they're gone or coming back or going. But here's the thing. I want to talk about how goddamn hot they are. Shout out to the mega producers, SITH NEGAN, Matt Rossmeyer, Nikki J. the Weed God, and the brand new Joe Bishop up in his pledge. on Patreon. And you guys really wanted out of nowhere to stay back, and so I've tried to do that. Now, I don't know if we're going to get Rastafa tonight. I actually have not talked to Rastafa, so I don't know. Not 100% sure if we'll get Rastafa tonight or not. I really haven't talked to him. But, if we do get Rastafa tonight, that'll be great. But we do, I'll be in Discord in a minute. I'm already in there, actually, but I'm on mute. But I do see Garguts is around, it looks like. Asher will be here. And potentially we'll have Garguts. We'll have Rastafa maybe as well. I don't know, though. I didn't clarify it with Rastafa. But Mr. Bishop, thank you for $50 a month on Patreon. Joey Brash, not to be confused with the Brash, that one. We call him the Ass now. He is now a $5 patron. And thank you to Kyle Thomas for your becoming a producer last month. If you can't do it this month, I don't know. But either way, last month, man, thank you for being a producer. We also are trying to keep the show on the air. I'm trying to keep doing more of these shows again, trying to get back to being able to do more of this content. I don't know if that's going to be possible. So if you shop on Amazon, do you shop on Amazon? If the answer is yes, then use my code. There's the code in the chat for Amazon. Save that code. Everything you buy, you'll be able to use my code, and you'll be able to, contribute to the show. So use that, and you'll be good to go. You'll be good to roll, brother. Sasha Banks and Naomi removed from the internal WWE list. Not officially fully announced as removed yet. But something's up, and I don't know. But I said this in my video earlier that I draw parallels to the MJF situation and the Sasha and Naomi situation. MJF situation feels more like a work thing. MJF, where MJF feels more like a work thing. Sasha and Naomi feels more real, obviously. So we'll see what's up with that. I don't know. But this is technically Out of Nowhere episode 256. And I just ate a bunch of cookies because I was hungry. And I was like, look, cookies. What's up, Asher?
What's good, Joe?
Asher.
You want to know what I think is up with Sasha and Naomi?
What's that? You think they're...
My cock.
Oh. No, see, I was going to say that they're on a lesbian adventure somewhere. That's what I think. They're out doing little excursions, like they're going out and drinking, and then they're going to little, hotel rooms with each other, and like
Sasha left her incel boyfriend, and Naomi dumped whichever Uso she's with, and they're, like you said, on their little lesbian adventure, going across the country to Jacksonville.
Yes, this is all part of just sort of a getaway thing, like getaway, get into the world, like
this night out.
Yeah, they're actually doing the scissor thing.
Scissor daddy.
Yeah, they're scissoring each other right now. Sasha and Naomi scissoring each other, confirmed right here. What's up? Exactly, truth. They're scissoring each other. There's something going on here with these women, and I don't 100% know what it is, but I know it's sexual. I know that's why they're not around. I know that's got to be the answer, the reason. We'll find out, though. Tony Khan talked about Kenny Omega's injury situation and basically gave really not a lot of information, but he sort of said what we've been saying, which is like, he's like, hey, when we're trying to let him rest, he'll come back when he's ready. He's still not quite there yet. So, but again, it's just vague, and that's a major news story, I guess, for tonight, that Tony Khan said something. But he just said, I don't want to put a timetable on it. I'm optimistic he'll come back. So that's actually more concerning, I think, than what I've been saying. Like, I don't want to put a timetable on it. I hope he's coming back soon. What does that mean? Like, so this is weird. But I do think it's just that they have extra time.
I saw something that said that he was threatening retirement.
Yeah, we sort of did see that the other day. We mentioned it, and it was like, really? Like, what the hell's going on? And I think that's the vertigo more than anything. I don't know.
Hey, it's Jesse.
I'm a bit concerned about it. I'll be honest.
And I think he's naked.
Jesse's naked?
I think so.
Oh.
Fucking wish upon a star. I'll show you my dick.
Well,
No, it's like, fuck it, dude. You never know, dude. It's not even dark here. Like, you never know. It could happen.
wouldn't it be great if Naomi and Sasha ended up getting busted in a
Died.
in a male sex?
Why is it? Because they're black, Jesse.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well,
with you?
why are they arrested? That's because they're black too. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Neither one of us had a.
Well,
that was a non-black plan. Neither one of us
Sasha's
had
half
one.
white.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now she's got problems.
Yeah, she'll stay 24 hours. Naomi will stay a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's why Sasha hates
That's
herself.
probably the truth. That's probably true.
Right. Let me tell you something.
Sad.
Now, Kenny Omega, I believe Kenny Omega is a white male. I'm not 100% on that, but I think he's all white. It must be. I think Kenny Omega is Polish, but I don't know if that's true. He might be Canadian or something. But I don't know. He's got a little Polish to me there.
What's his real name? Or is that his name?
His real name is Krispy Kremer.
Sounds Polish to me.
He creams on people. No, but I think that they could get busted for like male sex trafficking. Sasha and Naomi. I think that's what they're up to on the side. They're male sex trafficking.
Oh, it's AJ Adams.
What is this? Monetize this? Is this what's going on? Rastafa's not here, so the Monetize This crew's here.
What is this? West Virginia with all these honkies? What's up?
Oh my God! Everybody shows up. See what happens? Rastafa's not here, and the whole fucking Monetize This crew comes in.
Well, we needed enough blacks and whites to make up for what he's bringing to the table.
Oh, that's true.
What the?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
That's true.
No, it isn't. He's whiter than anything. It's true.
No, he's not white.
Will you hang here while I fix the Discord because I wasn't
He'd have
prepared.
me fooled if I didn't know better.
Well, AJ's only killed his father, so it's okay. I'm gonna fix the Discord. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Let me just reset the Discord because I didn't expect all these people to come in here. Let me see here. I wasn't sure about Rastafa coming, so when Rastafa's on, I usually keep it to 3, but since everybody's coming in, it's bouncing the thing out. I'll fix it. Give me 1 second to reset the Discord. What's up? Drew Bar, how you doing? Drew Bar 100, he's creaming. His real name is Kenny Omegaski. Omegaski. What? I don't know who that is. He might have some Native American in him. Yeah, no doubt about it. He's got something in him. Oh, you know what, Robbie Hyde? I haven't seen the. Damn it! I didn't wake up early today. I wish I got on there with Papelbon. That would have been great. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my God. Let's see if the Papelbon interview happened. Let's see this.
Big leagues. I mean, it's about time, so he would keep it loose for me. And, I just remember being in Fenway Park.
Oh, this is wild, dude. Like, he totally... You know what really sucks, though, is that I wasn't there. See, Robbie, you should have had me there because, like, I'm a real guy from Boston. You know what I mean? I actually went to Fenway Park and saw Jonathan Papelbon pitch, like, at least 17 times. I've seen Jonathan Papelbon pitch at Fenway in real life. You know what I mean? And there you are, Robbie Hyde. You're not really from here. You're a Red Sox fan. That's great. Like Justin Bailey is a Red Sox fan, but not really because he's not really from here. You're like a fake. No, I'm just, But, you really should have, I should have been on there with you just to add some real Boston to this. But no, Robbie Hyde had Papelbon on his show earlier. I mean, fuck, Robbie Hyde's show's better than mine now.
Looking around, being like, man, this is my kind of people right here, man. Like, we're getting crunk, we're getting rowdy, and like, this is the place I need to be. I just specifically remember being like, this is where I need to be. There's no way I could go to like Tropicana and do this, or there's no way. And so it fit me. It fit my personality. And, of course, I punched out the first guy on 3 straight fastballs.
Yeah, man.
Stewart, and the whole crowd went nuts. And, I was suckered in by then. But
yeah, because we were like, shit, yes, we got somebody. That's what we were thinking. Because we remembered back in 03 when we had the bullpen by committee and everybody just sucked until Scott Williamson came in. And he blew his own ass, too. That was awful. But no, that's awesome. I can't wait to watch the rest of that. I have not seen that yet. And I'd probably watch almost anybody interview Papelbon. But the fact that Robbie Hyde got to do it, that's great. So that'll be great to watch Robbie Hyde's, who's verified, by the way. Look at him. He's fucking in the chat. He's fucking verified. Motherfucker is verified on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube. I won't even be verified forever. I'll never be verified. I'll never get a fucking play button or a fucking award button or whatever. I'll never get one of those. Who gives a shit, though? But I'll never get one of those. I'll tell you that. You know what else I won't get? A cock in the mouth. That's what I won't get either. But anyway, Pat McAfee got a contract extension by WWE, so that's good news. Like Mark Hamill would say, well, that's a relief. So Pat McAfee, he's in it for the long haul with WWE. Pat McAfee gets a extension. He gets an extender on his cock. Just like
good, because I like McAfee.
I know McAfee's good. He's really.
McAfee might be the best commentator they have right now.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's the most interesting.
Oh, that's without a doubt.
McAfee,
and he's saved Cole's career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
Cole.
no, Cole wouldn't have gone anywhere. But I think he saved us from Cole. I think that's what he did.
Yeah. Nothing weird. I mean,
Pat McAfee saved us from Cole a little bit, although Cole still sucks.
McAfee is like the antivirus in the computer. You need him.
Did you see Cole's reaction? They did the Cole shot thing the other day that they did with Morrow.
Oh, with Liv Morgan?
Yeah, it was cringe.
It was cringe. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, really? I haven't. Well, let me go look, because I've only seen.
It was from the desk of the commentators table when Liv Morgan cashed in. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and he was like, "You only live once."
Oh,
or something like that.
Well, I mean, he's got to put something in there.
Let's see. Pat McAfee. I don't know what the numbers are on this. Oh, multi-year. Has signed a multi-year extension with the WWE. So, Pat McAfee, he did it, man. A YouTuber guy with a following, signed by WWE as a commentator. He did the dream, and wrestles. How about WrestleMania? What he did at WrestleMania? Some of those
oh
things,
my god, dude!
Awesome.
With Austin and everything,
Great in the ring.
Yeah,
you can't
even his
that.
NXT stuff was great.
Yeah, no, but I couldn't. I mean, it was great, but he nailed it at WrestleMania. How the fuck did he do that? Like, he nailed it
against Austin Theory of all people.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And you can tell he loves the business. So it's kind of like, what's his face? Who's that rapper? Whatever guy, the bunny dude. Like, you could tell he loves the fucking business too, just the way he sells, the way he does everything. And that's pretty cool.
But what's cool for me is I've known Pat McAfee, when he was in his NFL days, then the show, and then him being signed to WWE. So, like, that's awesome for a fan like me from when he was with the Colts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I went to a SmackDown back in March, and it was in Birmingham, and I actually held up a McAfee sign before the show when the commentators were making their entrances, and he actually pointed out the sign and saw it and gave a thumbs up and smiled.
That's funny. I'm trying to find the clip of it. I had it up earlier, and now here it is. Here's the Cole clip. Here he is. We'll find out. WWE actually uploaded it to YouTube. But I don't think it's as good as Morrow or the Joe Rogan thing, but it's let's find out here.
That's why she's our champion, Cole. Yeah, what a performance. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's Liv Morgan! Liv Morgan! This Money in the Bank! Morgan's coming to the ring! Is Morgan gonna cash in? She's cashing in, Cole! Morgan's gonna cash in! Morgan's gonna cash in! And Morgan a kick to the back.
You know what I love about you know what I kind of got annoyed with on the commentary the other day. I mean, that's not bad. It is kind of funny. It looks like he's got to pee really bad. You know what I found annoying was they kept sort of like when it was a heel, it was like a terrible thing if they were to win the Money in the Bank, like they're gonna steal it. Like so, they kept saying about Austin Theory, he's gonna steal it, and it's like, and then with other people, they were like, oh, it's so amazing that they won or that they did it, and it's like, well, what do you mean? They have an advantage, you know, they've got the Money in the Bank. You know, I just found some of that funny. Like, and I know you got to sell it, like it's exciting. Like I'm excited too, but it's kind of like, well, you know, it's sort of cheap. And then on top of that, why is it, oh, he stole it if he wins the Money in the Bank? Well, because he wasn't supposed to be in the match, I guess. He stole it, but they said it about someone else too in the women's match. One of the heels or one of the women who was a heel, they were like, is she going to steal Money in the Bank? And it was like, what are you talking about? So if somebody wins who's not a face, then they stole it. But if somebody who's, you know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, someone out there, and this is something I didn't bring up the night of the show, but I should have brought it up that night, and I forgot to. Somewhere out there, though, someone heard this too and was probably maybe thinking the same thing. But it's like, well, why is it someone stole it?
I've always thought the same way with like matches that end up in like a roll up, and Cole will say, stealing the victory or something like that. It's not stealing; it's perfectly legal.
Yeah. Oh, he robbed it, or he ran away with it, or he stole. It's like what? So it was weird.
The only thing I can think of that's ever been a rob was when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank, and Cole called it the heist of the century.
Yeah,
that's the only, because he actually came in there just out of nowhere, pun intended, cashed in and took the title in like 3 minutes.
Yes, that makes sense. He didn't say Seth stole it. You know, it said the heist. A heist is like a well planned, you know, whatever. So that makes sense.
A mastermind.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like not as bad. But like to say, oh, Seth came in here and stole it. Like, it's like, well, he had the Money in the Bank. Isn't that the point? So no matter when you cash in or you stealing it. So yeah, Heist Man Defoe, by the way.
Shit bum.
Here's a shit bum donation.
Happy birthday to the New World Order. 26 years young.
Wow.
Oh, I'm wearing my NWO shirt.
Really?
Heck yeah, too sweet me.
Nice. I was 12. How old was I? 12? I was 12. That's amazing. Yeah, it was Gold Dust was at WrestleMania with Roddy Piper, and Hulk Hogan was with the Outsiders, man. Hard to believe I was 12 years old when that happened. 13, 12, whatever it was.
I wasn't existing.
You weren't alive yet.
I was in my dad's nuts.
I mean, I'm trying to think of think about this, right? How old are you, Asher? You're 18, 19? You're 19, right?
Almost 19.
You're 18, almost 19. So when I was 18, I didn't know a goddamn thing that happened in wrestling before WrestleMania 5. Or no, before WrestleMania 1. I pretty much had no idea. Like, almost no idea about what happened in any wrestling before WrestleMania 1. You know, I knew a little bit about Ric Flair and NWA, a little bit, sort of. You know what I'm saying? So think about that, how crazy legendary it is, because 18-year-old wrestling fans are aware and have sought out to watch, you know, that. And so they know what the NWO is. They understand that because it's good. And it's just like me. Like, I'm trying to think of what am I like? What is the thing that I knew at 18 years old that is before my time? And when I think about what those things are, they're things like movies, right? Like Star Trek from the 70s, Star Trek in the 80s, and Star Trek, things like that. The Shining movie, all kinds of movies from the 70s, 60s, 80s. There's a lot of movies and music, obviously, like Pink Floyd and stuff like that. Those are the things. I had no idea, though, really, what happened in wrestling for the most part in the 70s or 60s. There's no way I would ever know that or care. So that's how big of a moment and big of a situation in wrestling time the 90s were, especially. It's really the 90s. I mean, people always talk about the 80s and the big 80s and the whatever, and the 80s were huge, no doubt, and you wouldn't have the 90s without the 80s, but, man, and I remember thinking wrestling, we used to think in the 90s, in the middle of the 90s, we used to think, man, wrestling will never be like the 80s again. You know, like the 80s are so crazy.
I mean, it was all about Hulkamania. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. It was America, and always for the good guys, and they did really good with the big monster heels in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. The big monster heels or the big monster wrestlers, Hogan, and then just everything. But then it's just started dying in the early 90s, and it was like, well,
yeah, the new generation wasn't that great. Like, the only people that anybody really cared about was Shawn and Bret Hart.
Exactly. Yeah, it was like, I remember, and I was a kid, so like I liked Shawn and Bret, and I didn't, I really liked them too. Like, I loved Shawn and Bret when I loved Hogan. But you know what I mean? So when Hogan wasn't there, Bret, they did a good job of making Bret Hart feel like a big deal, and I loved Shawn Michaels. So I was, when Shawn Michaels became the guy, like the new Hogan or the top guy in the company, the world champion, it felt like an accomplishment. You know what I mean? Because I had liked Shawn Michaels since I was 6 or 7 years old. I had really liked Shawn Michaels. So, but I loved Hulk Hogan. Obviously he was another level. But, Shawn Michaels was like my second or third guy on the roster that I really loved. So
the good thing about being a young fan, like starting out, is the people that are big in the moment, like the main event, and you grow up and see them go off into their retirement. You love them, but you always also see the younger people and to grow up with them, and you see them move into the main event scene, and you feel closer to them because you've seen their literal entire career in the main rosters and stuff.
Yeah.
Compared to, the guy who has been in the main event for a while and you just joined midway through his main event.
Let me ask you this. I'm very interested because we don't utilize your age enough. I've said this to you before years ago when you were younger, but when you used to call the show. But and that was come over. No, that was no, that was Jesus.
Oh
no, that was like one of the first things I ever saw. There's a couple of like little flash memories I have. The first memory I ever have is obviously seeing the video store. I was at the video store and the covers of the VHS tapes of all the muscly guys like Hogan and Macho Man, and obviously WrestleMania 5. That was my first thing. But besides that, it was seeing Undertaker on like Saturday Morning Superstars, seeing the Paul Bearer and the Undertaker and being like, oh man, wrestling is weird. I got to watch it again. And also seeing, I really was obsessed with watching The Barbershop with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. When Shawn threw Marty Jannetty through the glass window, like I did not expect that. I couldn't believe it. And I had it on VHS, so I kept rewinding and watching it. So those are the three things that stand out to me: is the barbershop window thing, the early WrestleManias that I rented. That was the first thing that ever got me into it. And seeing The Undertaker kind of in the mornings on Saturday morning with Paul Bearer. What are your first couple of memories, the first things you saw ever in wrestling that you're burnt in your mind?
So the first thing that I remember seeing was when I was living in North Alabama around the Huntsville area. My stepdad had a Raw versus SmackDown 2009. So it was probably around like 2012, 13, somewhere around there. And I remember playing the games, and I didn't even know that these were real people. I thought it was just a video game of, people fighting each other.
That's hilarious.
Until he showed me an episode of Raw, and I was like, wait, so you mean to tell me these people are real? And he was like, yeah. And then I remember later on, he introduced me to TNA, and I got more into TNA than WWE at first. I was a big Abyss and Hardy fan. And then my first ever...
Wow, you're one of the people that I'm always like, where are these TNA fans coming from back then?
Yeah. And so my first ever live pay-per-view was Money in the Bank 2014, where Rollins won the Money in the Bank and Cena won the world title in that big world ladder match.
Wasn't that the one you went to,
Joe? Wait, what year was it?
2014.
Yeah, that's the one I was at in Boston.
Wow. So my first ever pay-per-view was one that you were at.
Yeah, I'm on camera.
It's on hard cam.
Yeah, I'm on hard cam at that pay-per-view a shitload.
Wow.
Nuts.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. That's your first one you ever watched? You watched me and didn't know it. Watch when KANE wins, I flip off the camera. Somebody got to find me that picture. It's hilarious. Dude, I'm like
my wrestling knowledge. My wrestling knowledge was just so high, like even at that point, Because I remember when I found out that wrestling was scripted and predetermined or fake in some people's eyes, but I was in the middle of a Walmart with my stepdad and my mom. We were talking about wrestling, and he pulls me and he says, "You do know the shit's fake, bud." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's fake." And I'm like, "What do you mean it's fake? It's right there on the TV when we're watching Raw and SmackDown." He's like, "No. Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, writes a script. They don't really punch each other. They're all friends in the back, and they put on a show to entertain people." I'm like, "You're crazy." And like and I was like researching the business and just finding out how it works. And I remember I didn't watch WrestleMania 30 because my mom and stepdad went to a big party. But I remember them coming back and telling me that the Undertaker's streak was broken, and I was like, "How? This man is literally dead and has supernatural powers. Oh my god! Is this man losing?"
This is awesome.
That's how
Like I didn't. Like I was so confused. I was like, "Why couldn't he just teleport before he freaking got the 3 count?"
That's insane. You believe that? Holy shit!
But I was also like 10.
I know, but everything's
Joe, you
been
know what that sounds
exposed.
like?
Like, wow.
You know what that sounds like?
What's that? Another white kid's delusion?
You sound like you sound like talking about your dad.
Oh my god!
What
the fuck? Oh my god!
Like I had a.
Oh
No,
my
my
god, dude! He sounds like he's talking about your dad. I gotta find that clip of me in Money in the Bank, dude. It is pretty. Dude, I flipped out. I'm wearing a green towel over my back, like so that
you
I
look like a pack of double mint gum.
Dude, I look so weird, dude. I literally had this green towel over my neck purposely so I could wave it around like Money in the Bank green.
And no sign. No fucking
No,
Joe Cronin
I'm not gonna bring a sign for myself, dude. That's why I wouldn't do
oh
that.
My god, you could have brought any sign.
I know I should have brought a sign that said Kane swallows.
You were on camera the whole fucking time.
Everyone
I
was.
need to rewatch it.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh, dude, you won't be able to unsee him. Like you won't even be watching the match. Be like, "There's Joe."
You should have brought a. I ain't gonna say it. You should have brought a poster in.
I should have brought a dildo in.
No, you should have said, "The Undertaker's dead, just like my dad."
Oh my god!
Jesus, my dad lost his streak too.
Imagine if I brought. I should have brought a picture of me and my dad. Like that would have been a good idea.
Oh,
Me and my dad.
I'm like, have you seen this guy?
He brings a carton of milk.
Have you seen this guy?
bring it for cum tributes.
Oh my god, dude!
But I think when I first,
Hey, Joe,
I
can bring a poster too with my dad.
Yeah, what? He's a criminal.
No, just a black line. No, just a black line on a white. It's just a black line on a white poster.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You're watching, right, Asher?
I'm actually. Like I'm pulling it up on Peacock, trying to find you.
No,
I'll show you. Shirt were you
I'll show you right now. I got a picture already. I've already found it.
Show your camera on or whatever.
I can't.
You were even on WWE.com for like.
Oh my god!
hours.
It doesn't let you. It like blacks out the image. They censor it now.
Oh.
What in the hell? Wow! I gotta take a picture and literally upload it to show you.
Sure.
That's funny, bro. No,
what's
but
the timestamp?
But Asher, what's funny is I don't know. I don't think they. What happens is Kane goes up, I think, and gets the belt or something like that, or Cena gets the belt, or something stupid happens, right? Or something.
I think it was Kane. It was something with Kane.
Oh, Kane interfered, and then and I make a jerk off motion. That's what it is. I've got to. Yes, I went. Oh, jerk me off. Seth Rollins wins.
Was that the main event? Yeah, it was the WWE title.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
What's the timestamp, Joe, on Peacock?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you. Oh my god, dude, it's just me going like, like jerk me off, dude.
Wow, I can't believe Discord blocks that out.
No, it's not just Discord. It's like I can't even do it on XSplit. I can't even take a screenshot. Like they've got it figured
They're
out.
fucking everything. Like, damn it,
dude. I don't know where it is, but I give the double middle fingers. Like I'm in the crowd raging. Like remember when Cena wins later or something? I'm like. I don't know, man. I remember being pissed.
You pretty much were pretty chill the whole night, if I remember. But when that happened, you were like, "Oh fuck this."
Yeah.
Even at a young age, I was never a big Cena guy. I never really liked or appreciated Cena until the U.S. title stuff.
You know who I was? I was always a Batista guy, especially watching on SmackDown. He was always my favorite, man.
My first favorite wrestler was the Big Show. When I was talking about the Raw versus SmackDown game, I was a big Show fan until I found out about the Undertaker.
I started watching wrestling.
I don't know why. He's a big dumb black
2005.
guy.
And the earliest memory I can remember was with Eddie Guerrero before he passed away, you know. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That's where I got into wrestling and shit. And
well, it had to be before he passed away. You wouldn't have memories of him after.
Yeah, of course, but like, yeah, I think because my brother would watch wrestling. And
holy shit, why is this flipping?
You know what it was? Is at the time, if I remember, the reason why I was so mad is because at the time we were like sick of KANE. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but we were.
Yeah,
we were.
What year was this?
Corporate KANE.
2014. Yeah, 2014. Yeah, we were just.
I thought the KANE when he came out with the brand new mask and they were doing the Zack Ryder angle.
No, this was even worse. They came out with a suit. He was part of the corporation.
Corporate KANE.
I remember that, dude. That's when remember when Stephanie McMahon told him, "Take off your mask," and then he did, and he became corporate.
he was the director of operations.
I found it. Here you go. I've got everything for you. I got pictures. I've got fucking hilarious shots of me. I'm surprised WWE didn't kick me out of this place.
You didn't do a lot though. I don't feel like you were pretty cool.
I think I see you on the stream, but I can't tell if that's you or not.
Dude, I was telling people to jerk me off and stuff like that. Like it was, I'm gonna tweet out the pictures and then I'll tweet out the video.
I was telling MILFs that when I was 14.
Is that you in the light blue shirt?
Here, I found it. All right, I tweeted. I just tweeted out 2 pictures. Go look at those, and then I'll tweet out the video.
Look for the fucking seashell necklace or whatever.
Yeah, look for the loser.
Well, I mean, it's a wrestling event. There's a lot of losers.
It's every fan.
Yeah, but he's actually by himself. They're there with their loser families.
Hey, Asher.
What?
There was always that one wrestler where you look at him and you're like, man, this guy's awesome. He's my favorite. I hope they push him to the moon. And then later you realize, like, he got released for some shit, and it breaks your heart when you were younger. that happened to me a lot, many times.
Hell?
Yeah.
I can't believe WWE was doing this good that they had you guys believing anything in 2014.
Oh, no, not necessarily.
That was back when I had to pay for a ticket. I had to pay for that ticket.
When I was younger, I was already like at the age of 6 or 7 on my computer, I was already introduced to CZW, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this shit's fucking hardcore." Yeah, and I would look up like hardcore. I would look up bloodiest WWE moments and just watch that shit.
Jerk off.
7 years old.
What is that little freaking thing around your neck? You look like a. Well, I can't say that word.
It looks like I'm like looking for that's the thing. Like I'm signaling for ass play or something. Yeah, it's a green towel that I had around. Oh shit.
For the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men.
It's Joe Bishop.
Yeah.
It's raining Seth Rollins.
It's raining.
It's raining. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Every specimen in tall, dark, blonde, lean, rough and tough and strong and free. God bless you. God bless Mother Nature. God bless
Here's Joe right there.
Sup? Keep doing your thing.
Yo, keep doing your thing. What's up, Joe Bishop? I'm gonna keep doing
AJ
my thing.
Adams, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, go ahead.
His life.
All right. No. Okay, here's the joke. How do you stop 5 black guys from raping a white girl?
Oh my God! All right.
No, I'm
Tell
just kidding.
me.
You don't.
No, I can't say. Yeah, you can,
say
but I
you're
can't
OJ.
say the joke.
You
I don't
say
wanna get me-
I'm OJ
Hey, Asher,
Simpson.
No, you
What?
throw him a basketball.
let me ask you a question.
What?
Yeah,
when you see the Wyatt family, do you think that looks like my family right there?
Wait, what?
I swear, when I would watch wrestling with my mom, every time she would see Luke Harper, she would say, "You know what, Ash? That guy reminds me of dirty underwear."
Because of his
that guy's gonna die
because of
of
the sweaty tank top he would wear.
Yeah.
No, because he had her balls in his face, in her face. That's why.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all
Y'all
what
are
happens when
in hell.
nobody does any wrestling research. Did you see Dynamite ratings were at 979,000 this week? That was actually down from last week for over 1 million.
That's still very good for them.
Well, Dynamite wasn't very good, so you know.
It was terrible. Yeah, they're lucky they got that.
There
I
was
have a feeling it'll be
one
down
or
next
two good
week.
moments.
Well,
yeah, the Thunder Rosa tag team was okay, but it's like kind of pointless to why they're doing it. It's like you're a women's champion. You just resorted her to a tag team wrestler with a fucking company that has no tag belts. So it's like, what the hell is that?
Wait, they don't have tag belts?
No, what they're doing is they're trying to advertise for OnlyFans. So, you know, they're called the OnlyFans team.
I don't know if I want to
OnlyFans
see
championship.
I'm not really interested in Thunder Rosa's OnlyFans, to be
They
honest.
should have it intergender.
Wait, she's launching an OnlyFans?
No, she's not. They're just trying to make a piss poor attempt at a joke.
They're just whores, Joe. They're just sluts. Okay.
Yeah,
only
well,
job.
only
That's what I'm gonna
sluts.
start calling it, I swear.
There's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of slutty ones out there. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the for the people that want the video. Oh shit! What did I just do on my computer? Oh my god! My whole screen's fucking crazy.
Take that porn off of there, Joe. What are you doing?
I was about to say that.
It's a picture of my mom. Oh yeah, here's me giving the finger to Kane. Here you go. You can have a nice little, nice close up here of.
Take that horse porn off.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
Here you go, Kane.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
And then, no one around me has this passion, by the way. I mean, I've got the passion. I'm ready to go.
Who did you go with, Joe?
I was there by myself. I was by myself.
Jesus Christ! Look at the retards in that crowd.
Yeah. A lot of white guys.
Ever since Money in the Bank 2014, there's been only 4 pay-per-views I've missed.
Really?
There's only been it was like Battleground 2014, 2 Saudi shows, and the 2021 Hell in a Cell.
So you get no pussy.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, you had an impersonator in the chat the other day pretending to be you.
Really? Well, that's not the first time though. Everybody wants to be me. I'm not fucking
People
surprised.
often imitate excellence.
Yeah, the fake you went after Chili Cheese J.
Oh, good. I fully authorize that. Good job.
That's pretty crazy.
Anybody who wants to pose as me and go out there and troll other people, I'm cool with that. Go ahead. Go. You have my blessing.
I'm a pose as Paul 3 and masturbate in public.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of a Paul 3 army that just trolls everybody. That's cool.
No, I'm gonna have a bunch of Paul 4s. Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Paul 4.
Paul 4.
Who's Paul 2?
Right.
Paul
I mean, technically, since there's a Paul 3, that means there's a Paul 2 and a Paul 1.
No,
is this like the Dark Order?
Those are dead. Those people are dead. How about Dark Order faking out the other day? They're like, and we're gonna be going nowhere. But don't you think they really are gonna go somewhere?
That was so cringe.
Yeah, nobody really cared either way. Rochester was a mess last night. They were boring as hell.
Dude, they only cared for Brody Lee.
Yeah,
that's like every time they go to Rochester, it's just for Brody. Like, no offense to Brody, great guy, great wrestler, but
I don't blame him at all. I don't fuck the offense to him. I think just the company needs to get over it, like a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, they basically replaced his death with Owen.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding.
Man.
Come on, too soon. 1999. Calm down.
You know what?
You know what Dark Order needs to go. I know a good place for them. Hell.
There is
anyway.
Thing as too soon. Okay, you can make a joke about Uvalde or some shit. It don't matter, bro.
Let's
Hey,
just
who
have.
died today, Joe?
We're all
friggin' Ching Chong Chinese
No, somebody
Kung
died.
Fu anime man.
Yeah, I don't know. The negative one shit deserves to be. The negative one shit deserves to be on Rampage at best. I mean, maybe Dark or Dark Elevation, but not Dynamite. I don't care who the fuck died.
I saw a couple of luchas. I saw a couple luchadors afterwards, and they looked like -1. They weren't that much bigger. Did you notice that? A couple people later on, they weren't much bigger than -1 is.
They're not much better on the mic either, to be honest.
Yeah, he was like, "I'll wait till I'm 19."
Yeah, awkward pause, silence. Yeah, that was.
I don't care what he said.
It's just it pisses me off. They're making money off the kid.
Yeah, shut up. They could have. You know what they could have done? They could have rehearsed that. They could have rehearsed that over and over and over again. If you're going to give a 10-year-old kid television time like that, you got to rehearse it. But Tony Khan's a billionaire and doesn't give a fuck. He threw him out there.
You guys have a problem with that stuff? What?
It hurts the show, dude. It's cringe.
No,
it's bad.
I didn't mind that too much, but it was you know, I'm not gonna. That's one of those things I don't even criticize because I don't even care. I'm just happy the kid came out and whatever. But I like that they had someone come out and be like, but that also didn't make sense. What's his name comes out and is like, oh, this charity
QT
case.
Marshall.
QT Marshall. He's like, oh, you're gonna how long are we gonna do this charity case thing? And it's like, well, we're doing it right now. You know, like this.
Yeah.
QT Marshall might be the most boring member on the roster.
Why would you
reason why he's
Cody Rhodes? Anyway, I haven't seen him in a while.
Nightmare Factory was terrible, all because of him.
Why would he even come out and do that? You know, why would he even come out to be like, I think I'm going to go after a dead guy's child who's in the ring? You know, even as a bad guy or a heel thing, it just made like damn near no sense. It was like, oh, it was all just for, you know, a laugh, which is fine. I get what they were doing. That's okay. But it's like, you know what I would have done? I would have had QT Marshall come out and said like, oh, yeah, this is the thing, huh? This is the reason why my match got cut from tonight. You know, I was supposed to have a match here in Rochester. You know what I mean? I've strung together some victories or whatever he wants to say. And they told me, nah, we're gonna push your match back to next week. What, for this? So we can memorialize again. Oh, my God, he's dead. We get it. Move on. You're gonna fuck.
I would have gotten some good cheap heat.
Yeah,
like, that would have been a way better way of cheap heat.
You know who? Like, my father's dead. My uncle died when I was a kid. You know, we didn't spend every week with a charity. Here, son, like that. I didn't get to go to my dad's work and get a paycheck from just because he was my dad. They didn't care. And now I actually have a match, and it's bumped. And just for 12 minutes of you guys sucking up to this crowd over this same thing again. The only reason why you're still a group is because Tony Khan is too much of a pussy to get to disband you and get you guys out of this company because you can't win. You're not worth nothing. And I'm sorry to tell you, kid, you're with a whole bunch of losers. And if your dad was alive today, to see you hanging around with these losers, his head would spin. Or maybe his lung wouldn't work again. But here's the fact of the matter. Like, and it's like, that would be like, whoa. But instead he just comes and goes like, oh, every week. You know, it was just sort of like contrived. You know, they should have, I don't know, it just didn't feel... Why is he this mean and mad? There was no answer to that. He was just mad because... I'm a bad guy, and I have to attack a dead guy's kid, and that's it.
Well, I have a question. What would be the payoff? What would be the payoff, then, if we were to set this huge, crazy feud up with QT insulting -1? What the fuck do you do? Who does he face? 10?
No. You know what you got to do?
The payoff is
you bring back Khali from the dead.
No, the payoff is that night. The only reason they're doing it is to get the crowd reaction for that night. That's the payoff is that night. That's it.
No,
I would think they're not going to mention it next week.
You know
Listen, I would think.
Oh my God!
I would think if they're trying to disband the Dark Order, that might be a way to set it up, like set this huge feud up and build it up, and to think that they're going to prevail over QT, but QT wins, and that's how you get rid of the Dark Order. I think that might be a decent way to disband them and get rid of them without just giving some speech, like some Mark Henry speech or some shit out there in the middle of the ring.
You could have had You could have had, and that's why it's QT Marshall, because this isn't going to go anywhere. The point is, we're in Rochester. We want to honor this guy really quickly, which is fine. We also want to get his son involved and give him a moment, give the crowd, and we can all have this fun thing. That's all it was. But it was just like, to me, it was like, do it a little bit more crazy or whatever. Like, but yeah, do it better. And, it doesn't matter what -1 does. It doesn't matter if
you hear that, Tony Khan? Hire Joe. This man can book your show every single week better than you can in a year.
Whoa. Well, you know what? I think Tony Khan. I actually think Tony Khan's pretty good. I really do. I think he's really good.
A businessman.
He's good.
They say the same thing about Vince McMahon.
He's good with cage matches.
Yeah. Vince. Well, Vince is bad now. Like, Vince used to be really good. Now I think I could run his whole thing.
He's senile.
Well, I could run Vince's whole thing, but I think Tony Khan is good.
If I were the booker, I would have a casket match or a buried alive match between QT Marshall and the whole Dark Order. Have a what do you call a fucking boneyard match?
No, have a buried
alive. No. And so when they throw QT Marshall into the grave, Brody Lee's hand reaches up from the grave and pulls him back down in there.
No, have a buried alive next to Brody Lee's match. Buried alive next to Brody.
The boneyard next to Brody Lee's grave.
Go to the boneyard.
Have QT bury -1 next to his father.
They'd probably have a match at a
even better.
Anyway.
Even better than that. Even better than that. QT Marshall says, it's been a. Son, -1. I know last week, your friends beat me up, and I came out here and I had some harsh words for you. I felt bad about that. I really did. So you know what I did? I went down to see your father. Ooh. No. See, son, I went to the cemetery. And I talked to the people there, and it didn't take a lot to buy the plot and the land around your father's grave. So I know that you and your mother had been trying to, purchase that land so that someday you all can be one big happy dead family. But I went and I purchased the plot.
Shit, what if this leads into fucking bringing Bray Wyatt?
Oh my God!
Imagine this is what leads into fucking bringing Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Johnny said, you know what? I burned and shitted all over it.
Johnny Six, whatever his fucking name is, bring him in. That's how they're gonna fucking debut Bray Wyatt into AEW.
Right? They're not, but I'm Angels.
At least not anytime soon.
You know what? I just gotta tell you one thing. I'm actually I bought the plot, I bought the land, and I know you and your mom were gonna be buried next to your father and all that stuff, but not anymore. And actually, it's funny because a very nice man died the other day. His name was Larry Jones. He was a great guy. He killed 4 children and molested 17 people. And, just because he did that doesn't mean that he doesn't need a grave. And the fact that he's dead, his family, guess what? They want to bury him right next to your father. And guess what? I sold him the land. So he's going to be sleeping right next to your old man. That's right. 2 dead scumbags living together for eternity in the ground being eaten by the same worms. This is amazing.
That was amazing.
Let's do this. No, I'm just kidding. But imagine how fucking ridiculous that would be, bro.
If Tony Khan ever listens back to this, I'm never getting hired by AEW.
I'm never. Hey, listen. Listen. Excalibur.
They should do a sex storyline with -1 and Anna Jay.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Chat said Brody really reincarnated as Wyatt in a buried alive match.
Excalibur called a guy an N-word monkey, so I think it's fine. I think I can still be hired. I'm just telling you, Excalibur called a guy the N-word and called him a fucking monkey. I think I can be hired. I think I can still be hired by AEW. So.
Will Hobbs deserves
this for that.
What?
Speaking of dead people too soon, did y'all see that Benoit was kind of trending on Twitter?
Again?
It was Jordan Grace was talking about, people were talking about Benoit on Twitter, and she said, he couldn't hang with the current roster and said that nobody should respect him even for his professional
He hung
work,
his kid, though, I'll tell you that.
Jordan Grace, whatever her fucking name is, I hope she dies.
That bitch anyway.
You want to know why? Because
she's an OnlyFans wrestler.
She's a fat pig.
The biggest slut I've ever met in my whole
She's
life.
an internet slut.
She's
Okay,
a
whatever.
fucking whore, okay? She can go die off a cliff and jump for all I care.
Wow. She can suck my dick first, then she can do that.
You fucking bimbo bitch.
Whoa.
You give
Like
it
this
to
10
her.
inches and then kill yourself, bitch.
Is Jordan Grace the big fat pig?
Yeah, she's larger.
Okay, all right. I want to make sure.
She's a skank
Second
whore.
thought.
Wow, look who just became a member for, let's see how long, 13 months in a row, Luis Antonio Alejandro. He says, did you hear that the Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!, he passed away? Yes, I did hear that today. I couldn't believe that. Such a sad way.
Shit.
I know. Nobody cares it has virginity, but
like you.
no, I heard about that. The creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dead. I saw that earlier today. I couldn't believe it.
I can't a dark edition up his ass for all I care.
Burn it out.
She's married to a midget wrestler, Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah.
No. You know, I'm not. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's crazy.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'll be
Jesus
sad.
Christ.
Call me when the creator of Mario dies, or the creator of.
Fucking grown man watches Yu-Gi-Oh.
Chris Benoit technically could hang with the current roster.
Yeah, he hung his kid.
Oh.
Yeah, but when he freaking gave his kid that medication and strangled him to death.
Well, you know,
Aaron Hernandez's
Yu-Gi hell no.
Kazumi's still alive, right? He's not dead. Kazumi's alive, so he's not dead. But I'll call you when he dies.
There's two different conversations going on here.
I know. Well, earlier you said you call me when the Mario creator dies, and I said
that's Shigeru Miyamoto. Guy.
Wait, Miyamoto?
Yeah,
all
Miyamoto.
Of these sound like Ching Chong to AJ
Oh yeah,
Adams
Miyamoto.
Right
Miyamoto. Wait, is Miyamoto still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Jesus Christ.
That's a piece of shit in the chat. No, stop sucking that girl's
I'm
ass.
confused about everybody now.
Fuck.
We're all retarded.
How could I forget that Miyamoto created it? Why was
Not me. I'm not retarded.
Why was I thinking Kazumi? He created
Dark Magician, yay! Yeah, get that shit out of here.
Why am I thinking of him? Oh, because he did Sega, right? I mean, I don't remember.
Yeah, he did Sega.
Yeah. Wow, how could I forget?
Didn't he do? No. I was gonna say Solid Snake, but no,
he did everything.
I have a Solid Snake.
Solid Snake.
All right, let's see if there's more donations. Let's see what they are.
Duncachino?
The Ghost from the Coast, 1999.
What's my name? Duncachino.
My asshole.
Duncachino.
My asshole.
My goodness, I'm your friend.
Say hello to my chocolate dick.
Yo, Joe,
Yo.
Jesse, AJ, and AS, sure. Love you, brah.
Oh, thank you for saying hi. The Ghost from the
Going to
Coast.
fat bitch that sucks dick. Anyway.
Thanks for keeping the show on the air. Without you guys,
Joe,
we die. There's no, I don't know.
Put your camera on the Discord because we can't see. I can't see the donations.
You know what's crazy? And we don't even have Rastafa this week. So, like, I mean, to be honest, I didn't really say to Rastafa, like, hey, Thursday out of nowhere. But I sort of said on the shows, like, yeah, out of nowhere Thursday. But then last week we didn't do it. So maybe I don't know if he didn't know I was doing it or he couldn't make it. But I never talked to him.
He's probably busy robbing a bank or something.
No, but
I'm supposed to be for monetize this. I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah,
here.
you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be me. I was gonna have me, Asher, and Rastafa, but without Rastafa to keep us. So we have
Gargut's disappeared. He was here for like a few minutes.
Well, he's a waste. He wouldn't turn his microphone on for 2 hours anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'm not supposed to be
He's
here.
doing cocaine somewhere anyway.
Only in monetize.
Yeah. He's probably dead.
He's snorting cocaine with some Mexican drug lords in San Antonio right now.
Oh.
This article I'm reading actually makes me like Kenny Omega more. It claims that Will Ospreay claims that Kenny Omega actually blocked his AEW debut in 2021 before Forbidden Door. So that actually makes me like Kenny Omega a whole lot more because Will Ospreay fucking sucks.
Ooh.
Will Ospreay looks like a fuckboy in high school.
He does suck.
Why don't you like Will Ospreay? Is it because of his milky white skin, or?
I mean, look how he fucks horses and stuff.
Yeah, it's just boring, dude. He just doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
What about
nothing?
Listen, I've actually never really liked him either. I couldn't give a shit for the most part about all these flip floppy type of guys, but I did enjoy his match with
Cassidy.
Yeah, did you like that?
Not really, because Orange Cassidy shit's tired. I've been watching AEW since the beginning, so I mean the Orange Cassidy thing is just so tired at this point for me. To pair Will Ospreay up, I feel like that was just a waste.
But now he's got the new music.
But
he's got his
because now they're saying that
he can't drink and drive within himself. But anyway,
he has the song Jane. He has the song Jane by Jefferson Starship. And that's such like a lame song too. Go listen to it if you want on Spotify or whatever. But it's not even like that great of a song.
Oh
Jane
my
by
God.
Jefferson Starship. I don't know what.
Did you hear when Jim Cornette made fun of it the other day and he like sang it hilariously?
No, I have to listen to that.
It's pretty funny.
I need to listen to that. But that, I don't know, this story leads me to think that maybe Kenny Omega is just really, besides the video game, he's not doing anything internal with AEW anymore. Hopefully not with the women's division, even though they need some severe help.
Oh, yeah.
Can't tell the difference
Kenny,
either way.
Kenny should just go fuck them all.
Omega's women division was the worst though. All those Joshis and the fucking the Japanese bitch who dresses up like Freddie Mercury. I wish she would die of AIDS.
Oh.
No.
The little Jap girls all over the place flipping.
Oh, so
rapist!
I would love to see Jade Cargill beat up like a small white man. That would be wonderful.
Shit bum.
Shit bum.
Vince's steroid scandal set WWE back at least 5 years. That's why the new generation era was so trash.
You know what? I never think about that. That's an interesting thing, Gerald. Yeah, because Vince was afraid of the Warrior at the time because of that. Kind of had to stay away. And then, but also a lot of people.
Warrior.
Dude, imagine if Nails killed Vince back in the
a wrestler.
I'll say that you sexually assaulted me.
God damn. Yeah, you know what would be really funny is if Big Boss Man was in the back and he saved Vince and killed Nails in the background.
They took him to Cobb County.
Exactly.
Big Boss Man dead. And then he
not until 2002 or something.
No, Boss Man died. Yeah,
Freaking Attitude Era Boss Man was like a fever dream.
Oh, he's dead.
You know what? That's funny because I remember when the Boss Man came back to WWE and I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait a minute. This guy, like the Big Boss Man, is still around. He's back. He's in WWE. Like, what is this? Like, yeah, because he was he was like weird. It was different.
And he had like the dark clothing and worked.
Dude, he came out with the fucking baton and fucking gangster fucking black clothing.
Bro, him and Taker's WrestleMania match where you hung him from the top of the cell was so terrible.
Oh God, that was
might
weird.
be one of Taker's top 3 worst Mania matches.
Saying that was a prelude to what would happen to Chris Benoit.
Oh, and Owen Hart.
Chris Benoit.
The original. Maybe Big Boss Man and Benoit just had autoerotic asphyxiation.
That's right.
No, dude. No, here's what happened. Kevin Sullivan. He saw the match. He was inspired, and he knew that Chris Benoit was fucking his wife.
Oh my God!
He wanted revenge. Kevin Sullivan.
Me and Joe are old enough to remember Tony Schiavone calling play-by-play for Royal Rumble 1990.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like the Tony Schiavone called the Rumble in 1990 because I didn't realize that until about 1995 or 96. I was watching back and I saw Tony Schiavone. I went, wait a minute. I realized one day I was like, I always associated Tony Schiavone with WCW. So it probably about 1996 or so, I'd watched back something and I saw him in WWE and I went, what the hell? The announcer for the WCW people was in WWE, like, you know, as a kid, and I was like, oh, I never knew that. What the hell? You know, so yeah, I remember that, but I didn't know
Wasn't he only there like for the Royal Rumble 92 and then he was short?
That was it, 1990.
No, in fact, he was in WWE in 87, I think.
Well, look, if you think about it, it doesn't really matter who belongs to what company, right? Because think about it. All these people are part of the one big pro wrestling.
Well, back then it wasn't. I mean, they were kind of.
No, it's just right now people cry, oh, this WWE guy went AEW, et cetera, et cetera. So that's so fucking.
Well, that's
lame.
what was really cool, even about the Monday Night Wars, was seeing, you know, like Rick Rude show up on the same day on Nitro was Raw or whatever, because the Raw was pre-taped.
What's a good example here? Fucking X-Pac going from WCW to back to WWE. Like, that's another example right there.
He never had a full contract.
Rick Rude? Nobody was talking about Rick Rude, dude. Nobody's talking about Rick Rude going.
First episode of Nitro.
Dude. Nobody gave a fuck about that. The only time they cared is when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall fucking showed up. That was it. Nobody cared about Rick Rude.
That's true.
And listen to that pop.
The first one.
Oh shit! I was alive.
Who's
the
one that knocked up Miss Elizabeth? Who's that one dude?
Lex Luger. Lex
no,
Luger?
no. Well, yeah, Lex Luger. He was like the first dude because at the
Cocaine foot fell off.
Oh, when you said, well, he's the one that took her out.
Nitro at the Mall of America, and that was the big deal.
Yeah, the last
up?
thing that Elizabeth ever heard was, "Trust me, this isn't too much."
Oh.
He did not, dude. He had
heroin.
This needle's not that dirty.
Now he's in a wheelchair.
Oh,
That's what you get.
From cracking his neck. He said he tried like cracking his neck and then he had like a stroke.
You know who sucked the best dick in the locker room? Sapphire.
Oh gosh.
That's why
Sonny. Damien had the best pecker sucking.
Sapphire had this big. She had the big gums.
Oh, that big bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And Dusty,
Sapphire
would try to. She'd try to tell her to stay away from the rest of the boys, but I would whistle at her like Sapphire, and she'd come like a damn dog. I'll tell you.
Oh my god!
Is that supposed to be Jake?
Yeah.
She sucked dick, yeah.
She sucked my dick. And she sucked Damien's too. I used to call her.
My gum.
I used to call her Sucksire.
Sorry.
Put your coke on that.
Man,
fat bitch.
Sweet Sapphire. That's why
you think they do fucking locker room orgies?
Yeah, the more sex.
I could see that with like Sunny Kiss fucking blowing two guys. Wow, fucking.
Well, I mean, she dated Chris Candido.
Mr.
Dude, all that
McMahon.
shit stopped when Howard Finkel left. Come on.
The more she sucked off
Howard
Vince,
Finkel, show me your dinkle.
you could always tell that she sucked off Vince before because he would say her name amazing. He'd be like, "Sweet Sapphire," and he would really put his tongue into it.
Hey, I'm in the scene. They doing cocaine in the damn.
Hey, look, it looks like AJ Adams' mother.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up.
So if we have a foursome with Sunny Kiss, who's fucking him in the ass?
best.
Who's
I'll tell you.
hanging him in the mouth, and who's jacking him off?
I'll tell you the best.
I'll
thing
take,
about Sapphire.
you know
You
what?
could
No,
fuck
I'll
her
let-
stomach while you fucked her put. Like if somebody else was fucking her pussy, you could fuck her stomach. Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
She was a beautiful thing.
I bet Jim Ross would fuck Sunny Kiss in the ass. I think.
Oh. Well, I no.
No, somebody would have to
Let
blow
me
him
slither
too.
that in barbecue sauce. Good God Almighty.
I wonder who would blow Sunny Kiss.
Yeah, who's gonna blow him? Maybe Justin Roberts. I think maybe shut him up for a minute.
No, you need a guy with thick. No, Wardlow would fucking suck Sunny Kiss.
And then who's gonna stick their cock in Sunny Kiss's mouth? That's the last question.
Do you think Wardlow?
Oh, Tony Khan himself.
Tony Khan, perfect. Yeah, 2-inch dick.
Because Wardlow used to listen to this show once in a while, you think Wardlow stole our "This Is War"? You know.
They definitely did, dude. I've said that from day fucking one. When I heard that, when they debuted that, dude, I was like, I stood up. I was like, they stole that. That's blatant fucking copyright, dude.
But he is Wardlow, so it makes sense. This is War. It's Wardlow. It makes sense. War is it's in the name Wardlow. So I think it's just
Mikey Ruckus. Mikey Ruckus is their music guy. You need to reach out and be like, yo, did you fucking steal this, bro? Like, do I gotta take you to court? What's going on here?
Fucking Mikey Rook. Dude, you know that? Well, you know what fucking song's so funny?
You don't want to fuck with them. You know, Tony.
yeah. I mean, I did the
Eddie
same thing with
Kingston,
Impact
Eddie
Wrestling, and
Guerrero.
look. Dude, I did this with Impact Wrestling, and look what they did to me. They banned me. So I mean, so if I do this with AEW,
Shit, dude, they could use like they need somebody.
Okay, take a different approach and be like, yo, can I like help you out with any music?
Yeah, let me help you out,
Like,
Jake.
Also hasn't been good since like 2015.
let me help you,
so it
Tony
don't really
Khan.
matter.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, Impact Wrestling has banned me. They hate me.
Well, no, CFO Dollar made that song.
It's pretty good. Is this
Dude,
the-
I shit when I heard that. I was like, is this out of nowhere? What's going on here?
Just like Joe comes out.
I like it. Yeah, I should come out. I'll do this live.
Jake comes out in the hospital bed.
Dude,
You know-
the day that Joe shows up on one of
On the
like the
casket.
2 or 3 big wrestling companies is
Oh.
the day that I will finally accept that like life is great. It's just the day that Joe gets signed by either like AEW, Ring of Honor, or WWE.
That's the day I need
No,
to.
you should go to CZW first.
Ooh, I could probably do
I
that.
think Joe would be a great Ring of Honor commentator.
You know, I've done commentary.
Yeah, he commentated for the nobody.
I know all those guys.
Honestly,
but
yeah, I was gonna say Joe's bigger than both those companies, just the way he is. The fuck?
down there, downstairs.
Maybe they don't want people. They don't want people.
Oh no, they got somebody.
Okay, so back in the 80s, for instance, like in the Ozzy Osbourne band, Sharon Osbourne fired a drummer because Carmen Appice, because he was making his own name outside of the band. So maybe like some of these companies don't want Joe, who's making his name on YouTube, and he has like all these things that you could pull up and probably like get him in trouble for and shit. Maybe they don't want something like they don't want anybody with baggage. They just want some fucking robot. All these companies.
Well, they hired Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, and that he's a fucking bum.
Well, I think.
Oh, shut up! McAfee is not a bum.
McAfee's a bitch. Asher.
Let me tell you something. I got to be honest. Like, I always wanted to do what, like, I always thought maybe if I build up my YouTube enough, I could get in there, whatever. And then I seen what Pat McAfee has done, and it's like, well, I was delusional because
anything's possible.
But you know what? Even though like I'm where I'm at, I mean, Pat McAfee is a way more popular YouTuber, obviously a mega popular YouTuber, and then on top of that, he goes out there and I think he's really good, and then he nails it in the ring. He does it's crazy. It's like what
I mean, you did some wrestling too.
No, I know that, but I mean, think about it. Like, I can do wrestling, I can do all kinds of things, and I do this show, and I can do commentary and all these things. And so, like, I always thought, I could somehow cross over, and hell, I almost did, right? I got invited there for fucking tryouts and things. But here's the thing. This guy has a bigger channel than me. And then he goes out and does nail the commentary the way he does it. And then he goes and actually does have a match like I would probably have. And he fucking nails it, like sticks the landing. So now it's like, damn, that guy just set the bar insanely high. Like to come in as like basically a YouTuber, mini celebrity, because you sort of played some, pro football as a kicker, so he did have that. This guy came in already, like, great at everything he does and nailed it. I'm some fledgling fuck who's tricked some people into watching, this shit.
He's like Conrad Thompson. I always felt like Conrad also did what you do, but he keeps it a little, like, he says whatever he wants, but he finds a way not to ruffle the feathers.
Yes. He does a great job at.
You know what? Watch Grim be fucking signed for some shit.
Grim hasn't been since before the pandemic.
JD from New York 206.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care who gets signed. I'll be happy for anybody that gets signed. I just wish
you, Joe.
I want to do commentary.
We will not stop until Joe gets signed.
You can
go. Be fired 2 weeks later.
Joe has that late 90s. Joe has that late 90s fucking intensity that you just don't hear in commentators anymore. JD, if he were to get any top position, he'd be treating all his interns like shit, dude. He'd be acting like such like a fucking asshole. Hate that douche. Fuck him, man.
What'd you say, bro?
Joe, we need Joe for
commentary. Wait a minute. What'd you say about me, bro?
Go fucking to a indie show or some shit.
Hey, Jerry. Jerry, I had some notes from Vince, and he asked me if I could give him some recommendations about your commentary, and I thought maybe, you shouldn't say this anymore because in the intros on Raw, what'd you say, bro? What did you say about me, bro? He turns and like the music turns on and everything. It's like,
Vince,
you're fucking dead.
This guy.
You're fucking. I'll get my brother. I'll get my brother with his gun to fucking put a bullet in your fucking head. Remember JD's brother? He wanted to kill. He wanted to kill everybody on the show. It was crazy.
I hope JD dies a slow and painful death.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I like that.
Okay, yeah.
That's weird.
I mean, for the things that he said about people online, I think he deserves it.
What did he say?
Do you not ever check his Twitter account?
No, I don't. I can't stand him. You know what? People tweet him still and me, and I go, you know what? There's even been some people who tweet me and him and go, hey, what do you guys think? I blocked them.
He's a shill. Dude, he's a shill. All he does is kiss Tony Khan's ass, AEW's ass. He calls Tony Khan TK.
No, he's
fucking
paid.
Kill me.
He's paid by him.
Kill
That's
me.
why. He's paid by him.
Yeah.
He's on their payroll.
Allegedly.
I'll never forget what he fucking did back in the day. That fucking...
Well, he did send a cease and desist, which was pretty gay.
Guinea Wop, motherfucker.
Oh!
Hey, don't be fucking. It's not the Guineas or the Wops.
Oh my God.
You're
the Dago.
Dude, he's just insecure.
I called you a small Dago.
He's a fucking rat.
For the first time in history,
it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men.
It's Todd Fair.
Come on. This is war.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. And it's been so many tall, dark, blonde, lean, rough and tough and strong and free. God bless you. Fucking God bless
This song makes me hard.
I will kill everyone in this building, John.
Joe, what do you think the WWE needs to do to be good again, and do you think if Tony Khan continues to book you it will be all wild and crazy but not great?
Todd Fair, thank you for $20, you sex beast. I think everyone's heard this from me enough, but WWE needs to get rid of Vince, Bruce Pritchard, and Johnny Dingleberry, and I think he might be gone anyway. And then they need to go...
Mr. Lauringitis.
They need to let the wrestlers be less scripted and be less scripted and better stories. It's mostly less scripted.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Less
that they don't
sports
have
entertainment.
Tony Khan
should allow
reminds
it.
me of the Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
You know, I think it's good to have WWE as so fucking lame and sort of like more kid oriented because it makes AEW almost a little better to me. If it were, if they were crazy too, I don't know. I feel like
I don't mind
be
that.
too
I'm not
much
saying
almost.
I'm not saying TV 14. They don't need to be TV 14 to be good. They just need to be
believable. They just need to not insult our fucking intelligence.
Exactly.
Well,
They-
they're
I
a
mean,
stock.
honestly,
They're a
you can do
fucking
that.
publicly traded corporation, bro. So it's a little different than
I
AEW.
have a good
They
question.
don't care about the wrestling product. The TV product doesn't make them money. The toys and bullshit does. So they're
Right.
not going to care about it.
Well, we also
honestly,
so we're the idiots.
the toys and bullshit don't make much money anymore. It's really all these other deals.
Well, that may be, but it's just I don't know, dude. It's like people watch the show thinking it's ever going to get better. It's like that's not their motivation whatsoever.
Right.
Is the shows.
Yes, you're right.
Ratings, any of it.
It's all
It
business.
means
We're
nothing.
forced into supporting them because of nostalgia's sake. Pretty much at this point is why we watch. We watch in hopes it'll get better, and maybe we'll have like some sort of
Dude, that tells you how
flashback to
good
what
it
we
was.
used to have 20 years ago. We never will.
Yeah, that's how good it was in the few years that it was really great back in the day. Because here we are over 20
Yep.
years later, fucking still dealing with it because they did so good for us back in the day.
Yeah, I loved it as a 9-year-old kid. Now I'm a fucking 32-year-old man. I'm like still watching it. I'm such a loser. I hate my life.
Yep. That's what
Yeah,
you
I
are.
have a good
My
question.
dog died. My wife left me, and I'm getting fucking
What
sued.
what
that's
do you
still
think
better
the
than Raw.
state of what do you think the state of the sport would be, just WWE in general, if AEW wasn't created? Like where all the people would be at,
Oh,
what
it
the
probably
storylines
be
would be
turmoil.
like, when there's no competition.
Joe wouldn't be here anymore.
They don't see them as competition.
Joe would
so
have
it
killed
really wouldn't
himself.
matter. I don't think it would have mattered because they don't see them as competition.
I think they should at least some point.
No, they have to. They realized it eventually. They
Well,
got
okay, let me
Cody.
rephrase
They
that.
wanted
Vince
Cody.
doesn't.
They
I don't
kept his
think Vince
music.
does.
That shows that they had some respect for what AEW is doing, or else they would have changed
No,
everything
he
that
has
Cody
respect
did.
for Cody, and Cody built himself up, but that doesn't mean he has an ounce of respect for Tony Khan or the company.
Well, they just had AEW stars on Raw. I mean, just a little bit ago. So I mean,
And even
Well, they
that
were
going
still-
the other way, Tony Khan said that he's open to a working relationship with making a show with
You're
WWE.
gonna have to do
of
that.
course he
No.
is.
I'll tell you what happened.
No, but
Of course,
eventually
that's
WWE's gonna have to do that. Just because
that's like somebody with
the
like
TV product's gonna get so bad, they're gonna have to do something eventually, just to make it a little. So they're gonna eventually have to work with other companies. At some point, right?
Dude, I said it before and I'll say it again. They have to do a Survivor Series Forbidden Door. They have to.
Oh God,
they won't do it.
If they call it that,
it's so stupid for WWE. It makes no sense. Here, let's advertise to 2 million of our listeners about AEW. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense for WWE. It's like someone bashing me every week who has like 20 listeners, and then being like, "I'll work with Joe again" or something. And it's like, yeah, just come on over here so I can tell my audience about the person that will shit on me and destroy everything. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, but you lose that perspective when you're in the wrestling bubble. Sometimes I think even they do. You lose that perspective. You start to feel the competition just in the wrestling world. But
by the way,
if you can step back and think
about this though. WWE
it,
got what they wanted. Hey, Tony Khan, could we use a couple of your guys for a thank you to John Cena, whatever? And he's like, okay, yeah, sure. And so then they get what they want, which is the AEW wrestlers to say this stuff. There's no plug for AEW at all. So WWE just gets to make some news that these older wrestlers showed up on the show. And pretty much no one really talks about AEW. So that's a no-brainer for WWE because it doesn't do anything for AEW. So that's not a gotcha where someone can say like, oh, see, they might be working together. No, that's not what that is.
Vince has never liked working with people anyway. He liked them as soon as he took over the company. He started absorbing all the fucking territories, right? He was always about owning shit, not sharing it. He hates sharing.
Do you remember the one time he worked
just like his great granddad in the fucking? Never mind.
Do you remember the one company that Vince worked with for a second, and it was because other people were like pestering him about it?
ECW, right?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, ECW. Yep.
Well, even there was that one Royal Rumble where all those there was a Mexican company that the WWF was working with, and friggin' 6 of those stars came in for the Rumble, and people had no clue who it was.
Exactly, because it wasn't direct competition. That's the reason.
Yeah.
If it's not direct competition,
remember the NWA
didn't they get Evolve Wrestling, or whatever it's called?
What?
Or what was it, Evolve Wrestling or some shit?
Yeah, Evolve. Well, WWE doesn't have a deal with them anymore, I don't believe.
Oh, with that kind of name, who? Come on now.
They did.
I thought they bought them.
Yeah, they bought them, and then I think they shut it down. I'm pretty sure they bought Evolved and then shut down Evolved.
No, it says they officially purchased Evolve. They purchased them.
Oh, really? I don't remember Evolve doing anything anymore. Maybe I'm crazy.
They purchased them and they didn't do anything, so they essentially shut them down.
So compare that to what Tony Khan is doing at Ring of Honor. There's already going to be a fucking pay-per-view.
No, there's literally a Ring of Honor pay-per-view later this month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, with Progress or Evolve,
it would be
the only thing that they did was they took their library and they put it on Peacock / the network, and then took their talent and put them on NXT.
Okay, here you go. Evolve Wrestling is ceasing all operations according to PW Torch. Due to COVID. Evolve Wrestling shut down, and that's the last time I saw it. So it's
weird to say.
They're never coming back.
It's weird to say, but I feel like I'm an old AEW fan at this point. I fucking hate what they're doing now. I hate the Ring of Honor shit. I hate the New Japan shit. I miss Omega. I miss Cody on the show.
Yeah.
I miss Janela versus fucking Omega on Dark. I mean, I miss the old days of AEW. It just sucks now.
That's just the way it is. Like, compare that to WWE. People, they say, oh, I miss Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. Others are going to say, oh, I miss Stone Cold and The Rock. Others are going to say, I miss Batista and fucking Eddie and shit. You know what happens? Generational effect.
Yeah. You go through evolutions and changes. At least Jericho's there, but I feel like even he, man, how many years does he have left to go? Jericho, we're lucky to even still fucking be entertained by him. I'll give him maybe another 5 years before he's probably done in the ring. There's no way. He's going to get really.
Did he get the fucking heart attack in the ring or heart failure?
I think Jericho.
Alcohol poisoning.
I think Jericho will come back to WWE as like the general manager type or something like that, and run the whatever.
Point.
Or you know what? He may even try to get into commentary because he's had pretty good success with that. I don't know.
I like him on commentary. He shouts a lot, but I mean, he's Chris fucking Jericho, so it's not like he's just any random guy shouting. I like him on commentary.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of Macho Man. He's more energetic than Macho Man, but he just a little bit like that.
Yeah, he's not a kid fucker.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shit, bum.
It is not attracting new viewers.
AEW is not attracting new viewers. I agree. So neither is WWE really. So really nobody is. But
pro wrestling is sadly a dying business right now.
Yes, it's gone. It's done nothing but go down. Really,
see, that's true. See, when people start supporting unionization, that's what fucking happens.
Oh
man!
Come on out, you rapist!
Oh yeah, I'm the fucking rapist.
You say pro wrestling's a dying business, but yet you believed it was real like 5 years ago. So, I mean, there's always going to be kids growing up believing in wrestling. I don't know if it's such a dying business.
None of them stick to it anymore, though. They like it when they're a kid for like 4 or 5 years, and then they're out, like because it's so bad. That when they get old enough to realize,
yeah, no, they're not going to be like us, like where they saw such good shit that they stuck around. Like
exactly.
I don't know. Eventually I thought it was fucking lame as shit. When I grew to like get hair on my nuts, I was like, man, this wrestling shit's lame as fuck. But then I don't know. I came back.
Dude, as soon as we hit like 12, like I mean, I guess some people stuck around, but pretty soon that's because they still had good stuff. But like you were still like you knew it was over. You were just hanging on to whatever good they had left.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky that when I was 13 years old, the Attitude Era kind of started. So I was like, I was literally, I was starting to bail on wrestling. And then it was like, oh, wait.
I would have never been.
AEW used to do a fucking Coke storyline with Tony Khan. Like, all of a sudden, he's a Coke addict.
God.
Yeah.
Dude, he is the size of a Coke line. That little fucker.
A cartel storyline would be so good. Tony Khan gets smuggled by the cartel.
Bunch of illegal Mexicans abduct him.
Led by Andrade.
Yeah. Yes. Oh
led by Andrade.
Dude, who's that dude
I
who
told
came out
you
with
to
Andrade
put me
on Wednesday?
Put me on the card,
Roosh,
and you didn't put me on the card. Now your body parts are gonna be sold in Tijuana.
Dude, like,
I didn't know that Mantar was back when I saw Roosh.
He's from Jalisco, Mexico, and that is like the cartel capital, dude. Jalisco, Mexico, dude. It's brutal down there.
Dude, I know a kid.
I almost kill him.
He fucking dropped out of high school like a couple months back, and now he's in fucking Jalisco, fucking selling drugs and shit.
Good luck, man. He's probably gonna get killed eventually. Like, dude, you don't last down there.
He's
a
cartel
Mexico.
drug
Oh my
runner.
god, man.
Wow,
Fuck that. Just
man,
snort some of the fentanyl before they get to you. You'll be dead before they torture you.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that's a better way to go,
He's
dude.
freaking great, and now he's a fucking drug runner down in fucking.
He could come out to Tupac. I love it.
It's a fucking Carlino Sanchez.
Do you feel me? I'm gonna win the title.
The barbecue and the me ride.
Coconut liberal.
Oh my god.
Coconut.
Little crackers out at night.
Put the lime in the coconut.
Oh my god, imagine if they got a character called like Loose Pac or somebody like that and he talked like Tupac.
Oh god.
And he was like, how about that? You step in the ring and you made a mistake. Like, yeah, I'm like, did he talk just like that into the mic all the time?
Hey, mama,
Oh my
They'd get
god!
at least a half point out of me. I'd be like
Please.
8.5 or whatever. 6.5.
I would.
Just
Oh,
for that.
oh my god! Please, dude, make a character like that, a black guy, and he comes out. He's like, "Oh, you see what happens when you step in the ring? You get."
Yeah, dude, they had They said it's a white guy named Tupac. You know?
They already have one. His name is Eminem.
Pull up my dick and black the crowd.
Oh my god!
That should be Keith Lee's new gimmick for real. Like, dude.
And it's black thunder dick.
Yeah. Keith Lee's gimmick should be being
Dying.
killed. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
You
your
should've
gimmick
died
is
over to his
just
wife,
stopping.
You should have listened to me in the back.
I miss NXT Keith Lee so much.
Yeah, what happened, man? Like, it was such a fall from grace.
Did you hear him the other night, dude? I almost fucking threw up on myself. He was like, and no. And I was like, oh, here we go again. Just play the clip. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I didn't like his outfit, and I wasn't a big fan of his promo either, the Mr. Gentleman promo.
Right.
Allow me to introduce myself. Are you going to fuck the guy?
You think fucking... Okay, who's the fucking next wrestler to die in the ring? I don't mean like old people. I mean like right now.
Oh shit!
X-Pac. X-Pac.
What is up with you when
Starga-
people either
Starga-
dying or getting injured?
No, like
It's gonna be Ric Flair. It's gonna be Ric Flair, dude, in
No,
Nashville
no,
here
I'm
at the end of the month.
Listen to what I said, okay?
No, it
Larry
ain't gonna be Rick.
Bird's brother, Harry Bird.
Like a legit, like someone who's not fucking old, you know, someone who's full-time wrestling right now at this moment.
Dude,
Oh my
Hogan
God.
Father, I don't know.
That big bitch
Probably
diabetes
Keith Lee.
just overdoes.
Nyla Rose.
No, Keith Lee is gonna
No,
fucking be
he's gonna open up.
exhausting one
A
match.
trans-Mexican. Go ahead and take her
Call her
life.
I
Nyla
can see it
Rose, but she's got
happening,
a-
bro. The
I
referee's
thought
gonna
Brody Brody King was gonna break his fat fucking neck when he did that somersault into the fucking corner there. That
Oh,
was
yeah. He
brutal.
almost fucking
Shit
bum. Pile drove himself.
How's your co-host doing? I miss him. Take care.
AEW Mark. What up, AEW Mark? Are you talking about Mustafa?
What is that, Tony Khan?
Oh, is that Tony Khan? Yeah. What's up, Tony? How you
Dude,
doing?
no, I think
Please hire me.
honestly, dude, I think that guy tries to appease people on Twitter, and that's as far ahead as he's thinking.
Well, that's why Tony
Like-
Khan talked to Jake DeMarco off the on Twitter once. But listen, I love Tony's booking.
Jake's
but
a bad motherfucker. I'd talk to him too, but goddamn it.
But Jake, if you're talking about Jake, I mean, he's been gone since October, and he's not in a good way, man. He's 130 pounds, and but if you're talking about Mustafa, Mustafa,
his end's coming pretty soon. It sounds like it.
Listen, I just want to send. I don't even care how fucking weird this is, but 130 pounds, bro. I'm getting real, man. Like, I just want to send like love out to Jake right now if he ever fucking hears this, because that's fucked up, and that dude does not deserve it at all.
I think
That's
he
sickening.
does listen a lot
got
because
that right.
I know he listens because he texts me. He'll chat me at some point and be like, "Oh, that was funny last night, and you said this or something." And I'm like, "Oh, he still listens to everything."
Jake,
I got a question. I wonder how long your wife
I
leaves
want to
him.
say this thing right now to Jake too. Okay, you know, Jake, you know, you've been fucking awesome, man. Honestly, thank you for being here all these fucking years and shit. You know, Jake, and
Well, he's not dead yet. Jesus Christ!
What are we
I'm just
doing?
saying,
I want
like,
him to hear me
man.
out. I just
Yeah,
want
well,
him to hear me out.
his wife's thinking about leaving him probably.
You're a fucking
Oh.
man.
Oh,
You're a
stop
fucking Marine.
you.
Come on out, you rapist!
Rapist.
Jake would have laughed at that harder than anybody.
That's right. At least I didn't say it. If I said it, I'd have an hour done on me.
He
Wait
laughed
till he
even
finds out
harder
she ends
than
up
you
with
did.
Tommy at the end.
Now, we all miss Jake, though. Whoever donated that, we all fucking miss Jake. I would rather hear Jake on here than ever be on the show. Like, I miss him. Like,
Except for all the people that
Yeah.
said I was lying about it, and he's not really hurt, and he just doesn't
Oh,
like.
fuck, who gives a shit? They're all fucking idiots. And
I'd sacrifice guard guts to make him.
I don't even
make him see
deserve.
him
I
die.
shouldn't be in this fucking Discord, dude. I don't deserve to be. I'm a fucking loser. You know.
No, Jake's legit the best
No, let me
co-host
tell you
Joe's ever
something.
had, especially on the wrestling side.
Yeah.
I think he's the best co-host he's had ever.
You're not a loser
Yeah,
because anybody that puts that much cum all over their wall is a winner in my book.
Well, no, I've been
Hey,
so
that's how you-
no, like I've been clean of jerking off these. Like I
Oh,
relapsed.
shut
3 years
up!
ago.
You hit me
Yeah,
up like
nobody
a day
cares.
I
later.
know. Okay, I relapsed
You
3 days
fucking-
ago.
I
And I
relapsed.
Dude, no.
What
Hey,
the
no,
hell?
you need to chill out.
More like you
I'm never
reject.
gonna
Is
take
what it sounds like.
Reject.
Wait,
No,
what
dude, I
happened?
guess
Let me
you're
hear- let me hear
rejecting,
this.
bro.
Hang on.
How
He's
did you
fucking
relapse?
fucked it up.
I relapsed by just jerking off. Like, dude, I was horny today, and I just like.
No,
I,
he means for what? Like, what made you finally like, oh fuck, I can't take it?
Right.
Pet dog pork chop.
no, you know what it was? I don't know about that. I
That's the
just,
dog.
got, I just,
Yeah.
like, I just, no, I just started thinking about like ass, dude, like fucking thick ass cheeks, and I was like,
Pet
I,
dog
Dude,
being
I
pork
told
chop.
you, the only way that you can ever do this. All right, so straight up, don't waste your energy doing this unless you have to. You have to have no fantasies either. You have to literally never think about. Oh, you're fucked. You're always gonna relapse
I'm trying
or
my
jerk off, as regular people call it.
the best I could last was 2 days, and that was it.
No
Uh,
shit, I told you that.
I'll try
Yeah,
again
but, like,
tomorrow.
dude,
I'll try again tomorrow.
Jerk off into a sock. Get like your mom's old T-shirt or something that she
I
actually.
will
Oh.
try
Yeah,
again
this might
tomorrow.
help.
I will try again tomorrow.
No, see,
Get
no,
your
there's
Gotta get in the bar.
You're a dildo. He's over here like talking dirty to some bitch while he's trying to knock. I'm like, that.
Yeah, no, pretty much this girl. I told this girl about my addiction. She said, "Oh, I told her, hey, I can't be watching porn anymore." And she said, "Oh, well, when you're horny, I could send you nudes. It's not necessarily porn." I'm like, dude,
God, that's
it
what
defeats the
fucked you up.
purpose. Yeah.
Dude, watch
You know
all
what
the
you
porn
do? You
you
send her
want. Just
age
don't
rating
come on
it.
your wall.
No, I'm
Was that
not.
why
No,
your
I'm
hand
done
looks like a
watching porn.
catcher's mitt?
Oh.
Like, I'm fucking done.
That's so much his hands fall up.
No, I gotta
Shit,
stop.
bum.
It's a
How
big
much
addiction.
longer on the Saudi deal?
How much longer on the Saudi deal? I don't really think there's much left.
2030.
How long does blood money
Wait,
go?
what? Is it 2030? I thought it was 2 years
Yes,
left.
2030,
wow.
I think.
Oh my god.
Wait, they're on one deal?
Yeah.
Like, was this that? Oh my god.
I thought it was a 5-year deal. I had no idea.
Well, like, no, but they got paid up front, like, the whole deal, right?
I
For
feel
all
like
of these
down the
days?
line, that's what's gonna fuck over WWE.
Hey, I
No,
got
I
a
feel
question.
like
You know, when those people get hot and start sweating, do they smell like horse balls or camel nuts?
Dude,
A
but
little
Saudi
of both.
Arabia is not that bad of a country that people think is. You know, it's one of
Well,
the
who
best
said it was?
countries
It's
in
only
the
bad
Middle
because we
East,
fucked it up.
next to
No,
the
they look like Mexicans
UAE.
with turbans on. That's what they look like to me.
No, because yeah, that's why they think, oh, they have turbans, or and shit like that. They're fucking
Hey, good
evil.
people
You know
have
what?
turbans.
It makes perfect sense. Women are so fucking annoying that maybe they have it down perfectly. Shut those bitches
Oh my god,
up.
dude,
Okay,
they're
you
not
can
even
drive.
literally like women drive.
I know,
They're
like,
having
dude, this
trans
fucking.
shit over there now.
I saw this broad on Instagram. She was like, "Oh, my freedom is taken away because certain policies change and whatnot." And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, good thing you're not in fucking North Korea or some other fucking country because you'd be fucking screwed."
Fuck no. Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, these people are
What? I want to live there.
complaining over nothing, dude.
I'd be friends with Kim Jong. Me and Joe would move to North Korea and then take over
Dude,
the
I'd
members
fucking
of the
jerk off
government.
with Kim Jong Un.
I'd make him
Oh,
buy
yeah,
me
you
all these
know that
hookers,
guy
you know.
That guy
What?
got beaten the fuck out of in high school. You know it.
Joe, what would be the first thing you said to Kim Jong Un though? Like, if you met him, like, I would love to see that.
Don't kill me.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Would you ask him his dick size, or like, what would you actually, what
Oh,
would you
yeah.
say to this guy?
Oh, dude, I would.
We don't have a measuring tape that small, sir.
I'd be like, let's go buy some hookers, like, or let's get some hookers. It'd be free.
I own all the hookers. That's what he-
Yeah.
You know,
He would
Chinese
have
hookers have AIDS, Joe.
Best hookers,
Is his
dude.
hooker's
He
name
probably has-
Sapphire?
We have the best hookers.
Get the best hookers in the world. I've known them. I've seen them. Back in '83. Back in '83, I knew a hooker.
You know him and Trump were banging hookers and eating dog on his visit. You
Oh,
know
I thought you were
it.
going to say banging each other. Woo.
Or maybe they eating raw bats for lunch. Anyway,
I will release Hillary's
Trump was the
emails.
only guy to get through to him. Trump was the only guy to get through to Kim Jong, dude. Like,
No,
where's Bob?
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman too.
Oh, that's who we need as president. Dennis fucking Rodman.
No, you know who we need as president? Jocko Willink. That's who we need as president.
What?
Never mind.
You know what I would do is I'd try to get him to treat his people better while trying to get laid, and then convince him to let me be his personal bodyguard or something.
Would you fuck his sister?
Oh yeah, I would. That's the first one I'd want.
Dude, she's like fucking menacing, bro. You see that face? She looks like.
Joe, so you sit there and smell the rice bread all night doing that?
You know, I'd be afraid that she'd kill me though.
No, like she would stomp on your dick.
Hey.
Like she would get like her fucking.
You'll never
shoes
come
stomp on that
faster or
shit.
harder than if you think
Well,
you're
Joe,
going to
how could you get past the smell of rice bread for all night? But anyway,
She's gonna do a Val Venus on you, man.
I wish they
So
smelled
you
like
need the
rice.
Kim Jong Un haircut, and you need like the weird like suit too, like that weird like gray suit. Oh my god, you look
a retard rapist haircut. Yeah, go and get that.
Yeah.
I don't get how Asians have all that good, nice hair on the top of their head, but not 1 inch of body hair. Fuck.
Well, they're all 4 feet tall. That's why they.
Hey, that has nothing to do with goddamn hair. I'd look like a fucking gorilla if I didn't shave.
I'd love to. You know what? I'd love to shave you.
We look like a skinhead right now, but anyway.
Oh.
Hey Jesse, do you miss looking at porn now that you're blind? Do you miss looking at porn?
What the fuck?
Oh no, hey, I can still see like figures fucking.
I can't control myself.
I just can't read who's on the porn. I can't like read it. I have to like
What?
okay, that
Well, you never could have read in the first place. What's the difference? I mean,
oh fuck you! I fucking hey, that's the only good thing I've ever been able to do is read and write. But the
Bella
rest of it,
Danger and fucking what's his name? That Johnny Sins. No,
well,
that's
Ashley can't do that. So what are you talking about?
So you're still able to look at you're still able to look at your child porn collection then.
fuck a Bella Danger. She's a fucking bitch.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Shit bum.
Oh.
Sapphire's beef crotch resembled old collard greens.
Oh.
Oh hell yeah! You know it, babe.
Hey Jesse, when you kill those homo faggot dogs, do you ever eat up?
This show, that word keeps getting said every single
Come on
show.
out, rapist!
Every time.
I've never killed a homosexual dog.
I was just wondering.
What?
Sorry.
Do those exist? Oh wait a minute, Luis exists. He's a homosexual dog.
Do you know?
Do you gut them and like do you know maybe like hang
Paul,
them
let
to
me ask you a
dry?
question, Paul. You ever just see a guy and you think to yourself, "Yeah, I'd fuck that guy." You ever thought of that before?
No, he
but
looks
I
at me and goes, "I'm
actually
gonna
thought
fuck you."
maybe I should go to the Yulin dog market and get myself a chopped steak over there or something.
I thought of that. Like, dude, this one time I knew a guy. He had a
dog sandwiches.
big.
You know what? I fucking came in a bowl and your mother drank cum soup from me.
Now, can I
Oh my
assume that the bowl is everything?
Soup.
I'll put a leash on a person and kill it and say, "Hey, sorry, it was a dog in my mind."
I'm talking about Mets, Jesse.
Well, I got news for him.
His saying we take care of it myself.
No,
no. He's only drinking black people because he killed so many back in the day.
Oh.
R. Kelly should do porn.
Never mind.
Yeah, Tommy's dad is
I know a dog you can tie up.
Wondering why
Remember this guy? There's this fucking dog I saw in a bestiality video. It's fucking.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ. You know what the difference between me killing dogs and him watching dog fucking is? He's for real.
No, dude, I saw a horse banging a girl the one time.
Oh my god!
At least he's not. At least he's not pillow killing
That's
them.
illegal, right?
I saw it.
Yeah,
bro, I saw it on Snapchat. I chose not to. I was going through this premium Snap account.
What kind of Snapchat are you?
White people sick.
I know exactly, dude. It's fucking weird.
Why did you follow
it? No, look, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, on Snapchat, there's a.
You whiteys are so sick. You really are.
No, they're not. You put me in the same category.
You're sick people, all of you.
Yeah, I know it's sick people.
No, it's not what we do.
I saw a guy fucking a snake one time, a ginger, actually, a redheaded.
Fucking animals is fucking your cousin. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Dude, this one time I got addicted to fucking Arab porn, like fucking chicks with hijab getting fucked.
What the fuck, suicide bomber porn?
Yeah,
I mean you've never been at like a farm show or like an open field and then like looked at the back of a cow or a goat and saw those like pussy lips and just thought maybe just if I just go in there it'll feel just the same. No? Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Get their head stuck in the fence and just go to town.
Why do you think that they made like sheepskin condoms and shit, dude? It felt so good to bang those goats and those.
What the hell?
I have to use lambskin
Exactly
condoms.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, lace.
Would you rather have sex with a blind person or a deaf person?
Is this white people revering the secrets?
This is not out of nowhere anymore. I don't think.
This is white people revering their
This is a prelude to monetize this for tomorrow because tomorrow we're gonna get fucked up.
This is what happens when you watch a show starting at 11 years old.
I wasn't here all week. I wasn't here all week. I let Asher do his thing, but guess what? Tomorrow we're gonna get fucked up. We're gonna get fucking down and dirty.
We've already begun, apparently.
I love how Jesse knows that I've been watching for so long because he was literally one of the old co-hosts when I started watching because he was doing stuff with Dave.
Jesse's a fucking man. He's a fucking Marine. Semper Fi, brother.
You are a what's the word called? Your longevity with Joe is great, and we appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Everybody give Jesse a hand for just how great of a co-host that man is.
Dude, Asher, you die already? Like, holy fuck.
Shut up.
I will let Jesse fuck my girl.
If only you had one.
Wow.
Asher,
Yeah, yeah.
didn't
Hey,
we?
don't
Wait,
be a
wait,
dude.
wait, 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 whoa,
No,
whoa,
you
whoa.
that's just when you
Wait, wait,
jerk
wait,
me
wait,
off
wait,
with
wait.
his other hand while
Asher. Didn't we have this talk about bullying? I never talked shit about you today, but now you're starting. Come on, man.
Well,
Really?
I can never take y'all
Oh,
guys to a farm. We fuck every animal there, knowing you guys.
Well, if I'm
Jesus
gonna bully
Christ,
you,
you
I gotta
guys.
make it equal and make fun of everybody else in here.
Well,
you
can.
you guys
But
are all on
just wanna
crack
let you
tonight, I
know, like,
think.
didn't we have
Hey,
this
Paul
talk about
Free
it
and AJ
wrestling?
Adams can make fun of whoever the fuck they want because they're fucking good at it. All right?
Yeah.
AJ, you can't make fun of AJ Adams because he's black.
Yeah, you can.
Whoa, you can't make fun of, dude. There's a lot with that picture, dude. You can say
He's only half black.
He
AJ looks like
he is a little bit.
I
Of,
don't give a shit.
he's half
what's
white.
before the
Make fun
fucking
of half of
Homo sapiens?
Yeah,
He looks
I'm
like a
half
fucking
black and half white.
Neanderthal.
What is that? Let's get back to wrestling.
So you can make fun of AJ Adams because a half black, half white person is actually lower than a black or a white person. So he's the epitome of shit.
Well, coming from a goat fucker like you, that's a compliment.
No.
I'd rather be a fucking mixed with a goat than mixed with a fucking black lazy fucker and a white racist piece of shit like you are.
Fucking mulatto.
Your mother can tell you the secret that you fucked your uncle and that's your daddy. Anyway.
How do you feel? How do you feel that your mother fucking hated your father but loved his dick?
Look, you know you like animals. Just tell the truth. You fuck a lot of animals in your life.
How does it feel to be a black man with a small dick? Do you feel insecure about having a small dick as a black man?
He's
also a white man, you know. You're
What do you mean? AJ Adams is a teenage snake.
You know, they say you get your dick size. You know where they say you get your dick size? They say you get your dick size from your mother's grandfather. They say you get your dick size from your mother's grandfather.
Ask your mother. I always got my dick jammed down her throat all night anyway, so ask her
Your
about it.
mother's grandfather was a fucking racist piece of shit. And then he had a small cock. I guarantee it. But they say
wore hood and rode a horse. So what are you talking about?
Jesus.
if you all think back,
What even is
have you ever
happening
saw your
anymore,
father's
man?
naked?
Hey, this
You're the
is
son
fucking
of a Grand Dragon.
right here, man.
This is I blame all this on Mustafa not being here.
What? No, blame it on me for being here.
Mustafa had nothing to do with
I'm not
this.
supposed to be here for the wrestling shows. I'm only
His
supposed to
white
be
side wouldn't let him say nothing anyway.
No,
monetize this and fucking what do you call that shit? Beat the cock. Beat the cock.
Beat the cock off. Beat the cock off.
Dude, Skeet Billy Bob said this feels
Oh
like
my
waiting
God.
at a bus stop.
Hey, Asher, for the next fucking
Denzel
compilation, put
Johnson.
this moment in there.
Denzel Johnson
will.
just subscribed. Is that one of your family members, AJ?
Oh, fuck. Denzel Washington? Holy shit.
No,
really
no, he's a little more thuggish. Denzel Johnson.
Hey, Denzel Johnson, motherfucker, your fucking black ass fucking cracker ass.
Oh my god. Oh man. Anyway, Naomi and Sasha, do you guys want them to leave or not?
No. I mean,
could
yeah.
care less. I never liked
That
him.
one leave.
Put them back in the plantain. I don't know.
Oh.
Now, listen, I'm glad that they're leaving because I'll tell you why. It's going to expose how fucking shitty that they actually were. They had the WWE machine behind them, especially Naomi. Okay, Sasha kind of had her own thing, but you're going to see soon when they go to AEW or wherever they go that they don't have quite the shine. I guess you could say they don't have quite the shine that they had in WWE. I'm going to tell you now.
Well, yeah, look at
I agree with you.
What's her name? Fucking,
I'll put a poll up
Naomi
right now.
Was with back when they were the Funkadactyls. She was with the other fucking chick,
Cameron.
Cameron, and look what happened to her. Fucking nothing.
Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay. That guy's fucking gangster.
Cameron, whatever her name was, she was terrible though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she tried coming. She was in AEW for a match. Was it AEW or was it WWE? She
think
came
so.
back. What was that?
I think it was the Rumble. It was the COVID
She came
Rumble.
after the Rumble. Yeah.
Okay, the Rumble. But no, it's gonna expose. This whole thing is gonna expose Sasha and especially Naomi. I think for the frauds that they actually are and the big V's that they are, because to go in there and demand shit and the walkouts when you don't even have the talent.
You know what?
Say a Kenny Omega or
you know what though?
even
I
Rick
think if
Baker.
Sasha went to AEW, she would become like this, probably like this mega star, like the top woman. Like she would be the. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I feel like if Sasha went, her biggest thing would be. I feel like her and Jade Cargill would have something good, but
Like, 'cause
anything
they're-
else I can't really see happening.
Sasha transcended wrestling though, and AEW is strictly just wrestling. They don't
No,
have
I
people making
disagree.
movies.
I honestly see Sasha Banks with Thunder Rosa like fighting each other, having a rivalry right there.
Yeah.
If she wants to do wrestling, yes. But Sasha Banks is trying to do more, dude. Like WWE provided, I think, the name and the worldwide fucking name for her
I
to
think
do
it's
shit like Star Wars.
I don't even think it's the name. I think the Star Wars stuff. And now I don't know this. We'd probably have to go find a podcast with Sasha and things like that. But to me, I think that what WWE has provided for her is the connections. I think that's why she got the job. I don't think somebody saw Sasha on WWE and was like, I want to put you in Star Wars. I think it's more like connections. Somebody in WWE's agent or somebody knew somebody. And they were like...
She's like fucking cousin with Snoop Dogg. You know?
Right, but she must have gotten I want to know the story, and I don't know, so we should find this out. But what's the story behind her getting cast in Star Wars? How did that come about? And that could just be a bit.
It's because they wanted diversity and inclusion.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is WWE's office though could have someone trying to get their stars on TV and saying like, well, we've got this woman Sasha, she's beautiful, she's all these things, and like, do you have any roles? You know, she'd be great in a movie or in a thing. And Disney was like, oh, well, we've got this Star Wars thing. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, so like, I'm telling you, man, like I think that's how it happened.
The argument that I have with that is I believe that she got credited under her real name. And you know what they say? It's not what you know, it's who you know. And she has those connections with Snoop Dogg. So maybe if it was under her real name, maybe that was something that she went out and did, kind of tested the waters and was like, hey, I don't need WWE. What the fuck am I doing? Maybe that was
I have a good thing, a good point. So before the college football national championship, she was doing the intro and like it said at the bottom, WWE superstar Sasha Banks, and then in parentheses it had her real name.
Right.
Ooh.
You know what her name backstage is?
Vernaldo or
Swallows all the way.
Joe, you know what her name is? Joe, you know what her name is backstage?
What's that?
Nappy Vacuum.
When she pulls the pants down, Sasha stinks.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah, they call her Sasha Stinks because she pulls the pants down and starts stinking.
Dude, you ran that joke so dry so quickly, man.
Well, you wouldn't let me tell it, you jerk offs.
I was too busy. I was too busy laughing at Paul.
Dude, Asher, I need you to relax.
Paul's did something funny and shit.
Bolos over.
I want you to fuck my little white tushy right here at J. Adams.
Whoa.
Asher, watch it, you weirdo.
Look at Asher, let me for a minute, man.
That's a white man's dream that won't happen.
I'm looking out for you, Asher, bro. Fuck. Come on, man. You know
Actually,
I love you.
I feel bad that you're a big brother, man. You need like a big brother or something. You're like the ultimate little brother. Like you get no sex, you're a loser. You believed in wrestling. Like you're a piece of shit, dude.
Sounds like me.
Well, you know what happened? Actually, his mother threw him downstairs because she didn't want him.
Yeah, she probably started with you.
Asher, like real shit, man.
Asher, let me ask you a question.
You know I fucking care about you, man, and shit. But like, you gotta.
Did your mother throw you downstairs by accident when you was little?
Did what?
I'm just asking. Did she just throw you downstairs trying to kill you?
Asher, if you like men, it's fine, bro. We accept you, man. Just tell us. It's cool.
You're an ass pirate now?
Asher has a crush on me.
That is true.
Whoa, I was just joking.
No, it was a joke.
That's true.
But you can make the joke, but I can't.
I was being started.
Hey, Asher, how old's your sister now? How old is your sister now?
She's 19.
I'm gonna get her pregnant.
She already is pregnant.
I know. Mine.
What?
Oh,
what should you run into a gang of
The story behind that is she cheated on her current boyfriend with my best friend, and that's the father.
Oh my god.
So she's a slut.
So she's
just she definitely is. She dated my old best friend. She dated my other old best friend. She's literally the worst woman in my life.
You guys missed the joke of, well, she's just like your mom.
Oh.
Sorry.
So did you ever
low blow?
Did you grow up in a trailer then, Asher?
I did. I did.
That's a lie. You didn't grow up in no trailer. That's a lie.
Yes, I did. I can literally give you the address there, big boy.
I don't want to go to no mountains and see you
I
getting
can
raped.
tell by the sound of him that he grew up in a trailer. What is wrong with you guys?
I literally grew up in Alabama. I grew up in 2 trailers.
Yeah, I can tell when I seen your face. You look like you
another
Down
wonder.
syndrome kid.
What
But anyway.
another great Republican-run state, Alabama, doing a good job. Sorry.
Yeah, how many sexual experiences have you had with your sister, though?
Jesus.
And your brother.
You are messed up.
You know what I realized? All the
Alabama, that's the land of butt fucking, isn't it?
yeah,
Alabama fuck.
You know what I realized?
What was
All the people in Alabama, most of them are related to each other. You know,
Aren't we all like?
that's why
Just
they
like Kentucky.
that's why they eat so much Cracker Barrel. You know what I mean? They're just like always there, getting fat as hell.
Oh, I can tell you, freaking Cracker Barrel, AJ Adams, you would not be welcome there.
I already been there. Too late.
Was
I've been there
because he's a fucking cracker in the size of a barrel.
I've been in there. What the hell?
Cracker?
Jesus
Crikey,
Christ.
Backo.
He sounds like somebody from Kentucky.
I'm gonna choke your turkey.
He could be a lot worse,
gross.
dude. I'll tell you what, 18-year-old me, I was way worse. I would have been like, "You're dick." Like I was like really stupid. Like if I was on this show,
God, dude. When I was 18, well, I'm still 18 now, but bro, back in high school, I was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
but I'm saying,
you think I'm at it?
When I was 18, dude, if I was,
I'm worse in high school than here, man. In high school, I was a fucking dumb fuck.
Yeah, you beat up women, right?
No,
that's nuts.
Well, yeah.
When I was 19, I was an asshole. Worse than what I am now.
yeah.
You believe that?
You smell like one too.
Dope.
Yeah, I am.
Fucking rub gang signs and tag on the fucking walls.
No, I just sold white bitches and cocaine. But anyway.
Nope.
How much did your mother cost?
About as much as your mother costs, a food stamp card.
Was she one of your husbands too, bitch?
You sound like you grew up in a trailer park somewhere in West Virginia.
You know, I did. No. Actually, I grew up in a nice palatial estate, away from many people of your color. So, no,
Where
it was
are you
just
from anyway? Where are you from? I don't know. Where the hell are you from?
No, but they were the maids. They were the servants.
You sound like you're from Nebraska or something. Anyway.
That's exactly where I'm from. Well, I live in your head rent free, so any place you want to put me in, that's fine.
No, I live in your mom's pussy all night long. Anyway.
You sound like you're from the unemployment line, you loser.
Well, you sound like your dad knew every damn woman in the damn country that you live in.
Listen, my dad worked for a living, unlike your fucking father.
Woo!
What did your dad do? What do you do? Raise pigs and horses?
My dad was there. My dad was present, motherfucker.
Your dad wasn't there. Your dad was your uncle.
You had some big fat fucking white
your sister was your mother.
Shut up. I bet you were raised by an uncle or some shit. My uncle. My cousin.
You don't have a car. You're on food stamps, 300 pounds.
You white trash fuck. You're a white trash and a black trash piece of shit in one. How does that feel? My God, you're the ultimate scumbag. Fuck.
Don't you look in the mirror, you piece of shit.
I like to see you. Are you fat and you got fucked up teeth too? Are you a fucking quadruple whammy too? You fucking weird pedophile sounding bastard. Jesus
Christ. Keep talking about your dad again. Why don't you stop that
I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you. How fucking disgusting you look. You're probably ashy. You got fucked up teeth.
Piece of white shit.
You stink like a motherfucker.
You fucked your mother and your sister and had sex with your dad and your brother, didn't you?
Just wearing a Dale Earnhardt
son of a
shirt.
You fucked Doc in the side for free.
Anyway. You definitely fucking stink, man. You stink like fucking Pennzoil and fucking.
You smell like Tommy dead. He's buried right now, dead.
You're like an amalgamation of every fucking bad stereotype of white and black people. You have like fucking chickens running around the front yard, but you also got fucking drug deals happening. You live in a crack house. You got children running around. You got fucking screaming memes. You got fucking people yelling. You got people fucking letting to die outside your fucking house because they're fucking living in squalor. They can't fucking get anything to eat. They can't find a place to stay. They're living in bed bugs. They're living in hell. What are you providing for them? You're doing nothing in your life. You fucking caused this all. You're the fucking reason why everybody hates their life and wants to die. I hope you killed yourself tonight.
That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got?
That's all you got?
That's it?
Oh, that's gotta go in the...
That's it.
Compilation.
I always
That's
wanted
everything I've been saying for the last 2 years on this show, you jerk off.
Go back to your sad
Look
life
at
and your
the
shitty
last
white
years, you
liners.
damn piece of shit.
Off.
When you go
Fuck
look
off.
at
You
your
wish
page, act like you're always sucking dick on the side, you little fag. I bet you're a fag, didn't you? I bet you fuck all kinds of guys for money, don't you? You live in a trailer park with no lights on, no water. You're riding a horse around. You're suspenders. You got mud on your feet. You're bald headed. You're 45 years old. You never seen pussy in your life. The only pussy you seen when you come out of your mother when you were born.
Too, motherfucker. Yo, I can sound like AJ too, motherfucker. Yo, I can put that fake accent on too. You're a white piece of shit. Is what you are.
I'm the fucking piece of shit right now. I live in a trailer park and I fuck your mother. Hey.
Hello, my name is AJ Adams. Yes, sir, ma'am. Dude, anybody can talk like you, motherfucker. What do you want me to serve you? Rice too, bitch? Come on.
You talk like this.
I need a seafood boil. A seafood boil to prove I'm black now. What do I gotta do? You're white, man. You're a dirty white guy. You're sickening. You're racist. You're white. You're dirty white. I'm telling you. We haven't seen you. We haven't seen you. You're a white man. You're
just say the N-word and get it over with.
I haven't seen you.
Well, I mean, I have to come in and say we saw AJ Adams last week.
I don't do that. I just call. Listen, I would like to call
lines on his
but unfortunately, AJ Adams is a white man. He's not even what he claims to be.
Have you seen his face? He looks like Ice-T.
Have you seen have you seen AJ? We've all seen AJ Adams. I'll show you what he looks like. He is a mixed race person.
Listen,
yeah, everybody's seen me. We ain't seen you, Paul 3, looking like damn Charles Manson.
Dude, Paul 3,
damn horse rapist.
I've seen Paul 3 before. Paul 3,
you've seen me before.
I've seen Paul 3 too before. One of them bums on the damn corner that's begging for money all the time.
Ice-T versus Wee Jesus in a fight.
AJ, when you scratch your head, does it look like it's snowing?
Doesn't look like it's snowing.
Yeah, when you open your elbows, does this crust just fall everywhere?
Unlike you, I'll take a bath, sir. I have money.
Okay, Ashy AJ.
I'll
call you Ashy AJ from now on.
Ooh. All right.
I bet you're like you're like the worst.
AJ Adams is a yellard.
You're probably sitting there watching NASCAR drinking fucking Red Kool-Aid. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
What show was that on? Because that killed me too. The Yellard thing. That was funny.
That was in the compilation, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the compilation you created. Yeah.
Dude, I had so much fun making that video.
Yeah, I can tell. I liked the video. I liked it.
Where's my compilation on me? Where's that at?
No, there was clips of you in there.
Yeah, there's clips of me everywhere.
It's probably at the police station, AJ.
No.
You know when AJ Adams gets pulled over and then he rolls down his window, first thing he says to the cop is, "It's okay, I'm white."
He has a picture of his mother in his wallet too.
Well, he's also as much as black as he is white, and white as he is black.
You know what?
And the cop says, "You know what? I fucked that bitch. You're free to go."
Yeah,
he has to pull up that little card that was on that one episode of Family Guy and put it up to his face to see what shade of color it is enough to harass him.
Right. Yeah, he's like, I don't know if I should leave this guy alone or I should arrest him or put crack on him.
Just show him your small black dick and he'll know that you're part white.
Well, I showed it to your mother plenty of times. She loved it. Anyway.
I think
you don't have a mother.
I bet you AJ's got an okay cock. It's like 7 inches, something like that.
No, it's bigger than that.
Really?
I'm not going to show you, fag.
Oh, that's really good.
Need some proof.
No, like if
anybody
it's like
says
I'm not going to show nobody that. That's not.
Well, now, who would you choose, Naomi or Sasha?
Who, me?
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, AJ Adams.
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah,
I'll choose Paul's mother, but no, I'll probably choose Sasha.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I choose Sasha too.
I mean, but I like Naomi's ass. She got a big ass on her.
Yeah.
Okay, but take the makeup off. Take the makeup off. Sasha looks like a Doberman.
Well, neither one of them then without the makeup.
Yeah. Take his hair off.
I bet you. You know what? I don't agree. Makeup on? I think they both look good without makeup.
Liv Morgan.
Nah, they're all ugly without makeup on.
What? I don't agree with
that. Yeah, you know what? I gotta say this, man. Women without makeup, it's so much better. So
yeah,
much
it is.
It becomes so annoying, dude. Like, even when they have to go to fucking Target or have to go to fucking the local market, they got to put on fucking makeup.
They put on layers of makeup that you don't even know what they really look like. That's the hard thing.
I like Leah do hijabs.
Yeah, Leah doesn't really put on makeup, but so it's like the opposite with Leah. Leah always is like not have makeup on, so when she puts makeup on, see, I think she's pretty without makeup on, but when she puts makeup on, then it's like it gets me like really enhanced. Like I'm like, whoa, like what's going on? But like without makeup on, I think she's fine. But like she puts makeup on, it kind of shocks me. It's like, whoa.
Would you ever make her wear a hijab?
If we were doing like some kind of role play thing, and I could make her say like, and I go like, here's Carmella and Dana Brooke without makeup on.
Bro, they look like men.
Really?
They look like men, especially Dana Brooke looks like she's had a lot of surgery.
When's the last time you were even remotely close to a pussy? Like, shut the fuck up.
The dead girl down the street.
Never. You've never been close. The last time, I mean, it's so cliche to say, but like literally the last time you've been around a pussy is when your whore mother shat you out.
Well, actually, I was a C-section baby, so keep crying.
Did she die on the table?
Oh.
Wow, actually, you were too? Holy shit.
Come on out, you rapist!
What the fuck?
Why? Because you were an overgrown fucking ball of shit? Is that why she had to get a C-section? She couldn't push her out of fucking.
No, it's because she had a car crash when she was 18 and broke her pelvis. So if I was born through
your dad
the natural
fucked
way,
her
it would have
broken pelvis. What a sicko!
No, are you retarded?
That's the story. No, he broke her pelvis when he raped her.
What was your dad doing?
They made that story up.
What happened?
She broke her pelvis when she was 18, and years later they didn't want to risk her breaking it again while going into birth. So I was a C-section baby instead. Like,
was she fucking horses or something? What the fuck?
Your dad's like, I don't know.
Aster, this is another lesson in life, Aster. You don't mention.
You guys actually have Down syndrome.
Yeah,
your dad's like, I don't know. Maybe this will kill her if I do this, but it feels so good to come in pussy.
We gotta talk more, man. I gotta fucking about lessons of life, dude. I'm here to help you. You know that, right? I'm here to fucking help you, Asher. You know that, right, dude? Last week we had our thing, but you know what? I see you and I see a dude that, you know what? I'd love to help you out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's nice of you.
Oh boy.
He wants you to come on his wall.
Pretty much, that's what I'm joking. I'm just
kidding. He wants to do something to your ass, is what he sounds like.
Nah,
guys, you guys are 18 and 19 years old. My best advice is don't end up like us. But you're already here, so you're like,
I don't want to end up like
don't have kids.
Who
no
said
kids.
I wanted to end up like you people? Because you know who I am. Last time I checked, I'm myself. Last time I checked, I am who I am, and that's it.
Well, I have no hope for you. I have no hope for you. You're coming on walls and you sound like like you're half asleep. Asher, I think you're subordinate enough that you might be able to kind of make a mid-level nice life for yourself. Maybe fucking some big fat bitch who has like really gross tits, like really big ass nipples.
And just to the local Golden Corral.
Yeah, and that's the only pussy you ever get. And like she has like sores in between her legs. And like,
you're a trucker. Your kids are like fucking football. They're
like ingrown hairs like everywhere, and like dimples on your wife's ass.
I'd rather just live alone and have no children.
But that's the modest life that you're going to assume, and that's what you're going to just kind of deal with and live with for the rest of your life.
That makes you end up like Tommy.
Yeah, unless you get into shape, unless you change your life now, you're going to be banging some big fat bitch your entire life. So, or you can go the route and be gay, and you might be able to be a bear. Do you ever hear of being a bear, Asher? Does that maybe intrigue you a little bit? You find an old rich guy, and you can be his big teddy bear. Maybe you fuck him in the ass. He fucks you in the ass a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that before, dude. On this website, this fucking gay website. It's like,
why were you on there? Why were you on the site?
Make money. Make money.
You're always snitching on yourself.
Yeah, this is like 3 times now.
Joe, it's what you're not doing. You have to make money. Go to feetfinder.com. Let's all make an account and sell our feet pics. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's do this shit.
That sounds like a good idea.
Where's Sasha without makeup?
Meatfinder.com. Jesus.
They look like they're still wearing makeup.
Feet grinder.
I feel like
Of course you would look at Grinder, Asher. Of course you would.
Did you just repeat that website so you remember it because you're making an account later? Is that what you're doing?
Packers. You click on Packers to account.
Hey, any
Asher,
money to be
Asher, let me
made?
ask you a question because you know there's more than me. What's the best place to look at porn? Reddit or Twitter?
Oh
Jesus Christ, you never stop talking about jerking off, do you? God damn.
Whoa, Gargant's here.
Gargant's on the
I'll tell you what the best place to look at is. It's called X videos.
You
It's
know the
free.
show's
Look.
over when Garguts gets here.
Call
Border
He stays up till 6 in the morning on a fucking podcast.
Oh my God, a store got robbed just now. But anyway.
What? The cartel's here. No, the best porn website. I'll tell you guys the best porn website. You ready for this? It's a weird one, but it's called X Hamster, like the animal.
Oh yeah,
hamster.
I've heard FUQ. I heard of
X videos and hamster.
X NXX.
X Hamster is the best porn website, and that's
no, it is not.
I've been using it since I'm a mere lad at this point. Like it's disgusting. I'm very
hamster
traumatized.
and he's right.
You're
Hamster and
traumatized.
X
You're
videos.
traumatized. What the fuck?
I'm extremely
traumatized.
I'm the one that's traumatized.
They were trying to find a porn.
See, yeah, I feel bad for you guys growing up in this age of fucking anything. You could, I mean, back when I was starting to jack off, I at least had to like find Playboys and shit like that, or jerk off to like magazine ads.
A construction site.
Construction sites.
They would always have fucking dirty magazines for some reason.
Yeah, as a 9-year-old, I'm really going there to get porn Garguts. That's exactly what I'm fucking doing. Like, I'd go to. Yeah, I'd have to like find like my friend would be like, "Yo, I found my dad's like Playboys." I'm like, "Fuck, give me that, bro," and then go jerk off to it, give it back. You know, that's what you used to have to do. But nowadays, you can search shit porn at the drop of a hat.
You just look it up and you just whack it off. Hey, listen, man, I gotta roll. I gotta run out of here. I gotta go.
Oh, Leah's calling them.
Hey, we still have tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna get really dirty. Tomorrow we're gonna have a lot of fun. Tomorrow is monetize this.
We're gonna get really dirty. Yeah, no, I was supposed to be off by 12:30 to 1 tonight. I told myself I'd get off by then, so I'm calling it now. Out of nowhere is over. Your mother's house, and it's gonna rape everybody. No, we'll see you tomorrow for Monetize This. Thank you to Joe Bishop, largest dono of the stream, $40. Thank you, Joe Bishop. There's actually some wrestling news that we didn't get to because I don't know what the hell happened tonight, but I'll get to it tomorrow on my midday show. And thanks for being here, man. Asher.
Yo.
Thanks for being here, Asher. Paul 3 was here, the real Paul 3, unlike the troll in the chat the other day. And,
Joe, shut up. Why do you gotta end the show? You're always fucking doing this. What are you really gonna do? You're gonna get up and fucking assume your poor fucking life, making breakfast for your kids. What do you got, like 3 eggs between them? My God, you're gonna portion them out in between your old...
All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. I do have to get up early. That's what it is. I got to get up really early. And I got to try to get up early tomorrow so I can reset myself. So I may be streaming tomorrow afternoon where I'll talk some other wrestling news that I didn't get to here in this video. So we'll see you tomorrow for probably actual wrestling talk in the middle of the day. Thanks very much for being here. Let's just have wings. Hit that like button on your way out if you can. Thank you, guys. I don't even remember. There was some things I don't even remember some of the news. Let me check the poll before we get out of here because there's a poll that I was interested in. Let me see here. Okay, do you guys want Naomi and Asher? Oh my God. Do you want Naomi and Sasha to stay in WWE? 15% said yes. 44% said no. Go to AEW. And 41% said I hate them. I don't care. So there you go. The majority wins at go to AEW. So overall, you guys want Sasha and Naomi, or at least one of them, to go to AEW. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Use my Amazon link to buy stuff on Amazon, and I get credit for it. If you shop on Amazon, you should be using my link because it gives me like 1% of everything you buy, which is awesome for me, and it doesn't cost you anything. So do it.
Oh my god! What is the? Oh my god! What is the freaking matter with you? You're a piece of shit.
Okay, check this out. A little while like myself. But anyway, I got a few comments on this video, like two, and I guess they were answering the question, and it looks like Dean Ambrose's long-lost cousin. This video, like two, and I guess they were answering the question, and they say this name, and the name they bring up is Joe Cronin. And I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck is Joe Cronin? I mean, seriously, I never heard of the guy. He was never mentioned, never brought up, or nothing. I knew nothing about the guy. So I decided to go and look him up. And he's got a channel on YouTube, about 13,000 subscribers. Big name guy. Another big name YWC guy. So I check out his channel, and first impressions, if you've ever seen Joe Cronin in person, you've seen his face, he kind of looks like Dean Ambrose's long-lost cousin. I mean, he just does. You know? If you ever seen him, you know what I mean. You know, his long-lost cousin, probably the black sheep of the family, the one who didn't make it, the one who was a little slow up here. Okay, that's Joe Cronin. That's who he reminds me of. Now, I look down the list of his vids, and one vid in particular interested me. It was a vid entitled Bruce Blitz, Why He Got False Flagged, or something like that. So I decided to click on it, and this guy is actually charging money to watch this video, for people to watch this vid. What? Okay? Who does this guy think he is? Howard Stern? I mean, charging people to hear an opinion about someone else. If I wanted to hear an opinion about someone else, I'll make my own video and I'll watch that. Come on, give me a break. Charging people for an opinion. You gotta be kidding me. Okay.
I'll never forget that. That video made $300.
Frank's fire the table for 14.
About Joe Cronin. Joe, and I'm not talking about this one, folks. I'm talking about Joe Cronin. He makes fun of people who don't need making fun of. He's crook, he's crazy, toxic, freaking troll. And the truth is, Joe Cronin just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. That is a fact, folks. You see, Joe Cronin thinks that, you know, better than everybody else. And when things don't go Joe Cronin's way, what does he do, huh? He throws a fit.
Tell me what the fuck I've ever mentioned fucking...
A little whiny little bit. Joe Cronin doesn't care about nobody but himself. That's not even a lie.
I mean, this fucking guy's got a pool table that no one's ever played at behind him. What the fuck? Dude, you know, he thinks he's from Atlanta, he's from New York. He's got live nudes on the wall behind him.
He looks weird behind this gigantic desk, but has a 7-inch laptop and a beer bottle that's like for kids. This is why JD's angry. He lives in a VIP room by himself.
That's an example of cyberbullying, folks. Cyberbullying at its best. You see, Crooked Joe wants to cyberbully others. But what happens when people cyberbully Joe?
What is he talking about? What high school bullshit? I'm not even talking about you at all, ever!
Crooked Joe denies all accusations when confronted by the victims. So I call them victims because they are exactly that. Victims of the Joe Cronin bash. Victims of the Joe Cronin bashathon. Bashes them all freaking day on the Joe Cronin show. Mr. J will bury everybody he does not like. That includes a couple of other people, a couple of other victims. Mr. J doesn't like competition. That is why he buries them. Never takes a break from burying. He's got that good shovel, so might as well bury people. That's what Mr. J does best. But he couldn't bury Mr. JD, now could it? Mr. JD rose to the top. So I guess the Crooked J failed. You failed, didn't you? Trying to bury JD from NY. That's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was not a waste of your time, because if it was, let me know in the comment section below.
Let me know at the let me know